Welcome, everybody. We got a big game tonight. Start of the fantasy playoffs, start of the Dynasty playoffs. Sorry to keep you waiting. We were recording our 2026 rookie wide receiver rankings video, and Nathan and I talked for about 45 minutes. And so it got to 5 o'clock, and I was like, I'm not cutting this video short to get to the live stream. They'll totally understand us doing a video. So we finished that up, and now we're here and we're ready to go. We had a couple technical difficulties. Let's go ahead and get our Scott time out of the way for tonight. So Scott, can you just walk us through what happened there? Just generally, like tell people what happened, just so they know.
So I got here, I was all ready to go, and you guys kept talking and talking and talking. And then I told Avery it was way past time, and he said, I don't care.
Okay, well, I didn't say I don't care. I said it's fine.
Okay.
So, so Scott fixed everything, so shout out Scott. But we're gonna be doing a startup mock. We're gonna do it on Sleeper so that we can draft kickers for rookie picks. I want to keep drafting these rookie picks. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link in the chat for you guys. Make sure you drop a like on the stream. Make sure you're subscribed as well if you play Dynasty. We're gonna have this Dynasty startup draft here, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna drop the link right now. First come, first serve for this, and it is a Dynasty Superflex 12-team draft that you guys can jump in. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for being patient with us. We were why is somebody ringing my doorbell? Jeez, oh my gosh. All right.
Dog is losing her mind.
Oh yeah. Try to sign up with a code domain for free blueprint. Said error code 400. That's really weird. Which part, Caleb, did it say that on? Let me know like which page it's saying it on. If you could message me on Discord, then I can actually just walk you through it and get you like one-on-one help. There's Waffle. What's up, Waffle? Good to see you. He's giving away memberships. So shout out to all the people that got memberships. Thanks, Waffle. David says, what's a Dynasty up top? Yeah, I don't know. Drop a like for Naptown's finest. Hey, Naptown's finest is Philip Rivers. So we patiently wait for the goats on that. Yeah, sorry. Again, we were making content, so we had pad thai emergency. That does happen occasionally, actually. That does happen occasionally. You always refer to the site where bakery scores can be located. What site is it? It's a Flock, and then David answered that. Yeah, it's the Flock site. It's under posts, and so I think our draft is probably full, Scotty. Yeah, it's full, so we can boogie. Here we go.
Boogie.
Let's do this. Startup mock. Again, you can drop any questions you've got in the chat. We'll be answering Dynasty questions, talking Dynasty fantasy football. Yeah, just ranked the wide receiver class. Very fun. It was a very fun. Wow, JSN 101.
It was very fun.
It was awesome. It was very fun.
Yep.
Oh man. How the Flock
I always
League
forget how much I enjoy it.
How did the Flock League fall apart play out? I didn't see any updates post Danny meltdown. I love that video. Yeah, Danny's meltdown was not necessarily for content. It was real. And so he's still dealing with that. And I told him that the 100 people in the comments that were saying incredibly mean things about him were just miserable people, and that 99% of everybody freaking loved it, including me. And so Danny had to like legitimately be like, okay, I've got to not take everything. People were very mean to him. And so his crash out was real. So he's still on the comeback, but he seems like he's fine now. It's just, he didn't make any clips. I don't think he has. I think he's legitimately so upset that he's lost that he's not going to make any clips. Yeah. So you didn't get a buy in the toilet bowl, did you?
No, I did not.
Wow. Who was it? Zach and
well, now that there's
Danny?
now that there's 5 creators in the toilet bowl, only one person gets a buy.
Oh.
So I think the person that got the buy is I play Badaki.
It's gonna be tough, but you could do it.
Oh, it's gonna be very tough.
Yeah, you could do it though.
Took me all 3 weeks to get out of it last year, so I'm taking every week I can get.
No, I think you'll get out of it earlier this year. I think you get out of it earlier. I've got the dev team, so could be worse. I've got the hottest team in the league. It's fine.
So the guy that would have the buy, Zach, has the buy this year because Zach is 4-10. Danny got the dub. He stopped the losing streak. He's 5-9, so he'll be playing Bush.
Yeah,
Bush and Danny.
Yeah,
I am going to be rooting so hard for Danny.
Did somebody
so hard for Danny?
I will too. Yeah, what happened? Why did we get an auto pick in here? That sucks.
What are we doing autoing?
And why did it auto that?
Seriously?
Why did we do that, yo? Come on.
That ruins the experience.
Come on, man.
Come on,
He
man.
probably got locked out or something. That happens a lot.
No. No excuses.
Caleb says he got a ticket to the A&M Miami game. Can't wait to go. Yeah, that's sick. I booked Nate and I an Atlanta Airbnb for the Peach Bowl, which was the semifinal game. And so hopefully we'll be there for a day watching the Hoosiers beat either Oregon or Texas Tech, or I guess James Madison could be. But
Yeah,
hopefully that
probably Oregon or Texas Tech.
hopefully we're there for that one.
Who do you think's better, Oregon or Tech?
I think Oregon's better, but
I would bet Oregon. I hope it's Tech.
yeah. I hope it's Texas Tech as well.
Yeah.
So, but that'll be fun. That'll be awesome.
I don't want to play Oregon again.
No.
Hard pass.
That's awesome though. The ADP is screwed up. That's what I'm noticing. Sleeper sucks, dude. This is why we can't freaking, I guess, try that ADP. Like,
So
it's probably sleeper.
bad.
Yeah, this looks like it's sleeper. All players. It's not on alphabetical
So
sort.
do you have any good matchups this week
Oh my gosh.
in the Flock League?
What do you mean?
You got some good matchups. Yeah.
I have some decent ones.
You got Smith and Terry going against the Giants in Vegas.
Yep.
So that'll be good.
It's the Chiefs are gonna win that game or lose that game for me again. So
Yep.
They better
Yep.
freaking get it together. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with the ADP here, y'all.
Oh, man, I keep forgetting how much like how many players you have that directly impact one another. Like if Hurts has a good day, that means he probably has a rushing touchdown or two, which means that's gonna hurt Smith.
All right. I'm abandoning this sleeper mock draft. This is awful.
That's so bad.
They literally, there's no ADP. So Scott, go ahead and start a flock one. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna make a new one. This ADP is jank, and you people in the draft know it. So I'm ending that one. Hopefully you guys can jump back on the flock one, but we just won't be able to draft rookie picks tonight. But that's fine.
Dang.
That's literally miserable. Like sleeper is the worst. I literally cannot stand. That's probably a redraft one. We need a dynasty one. If you open up the settings and show me on the screen, I can tell you. So I'll drop the new link for you guys. Private draft. Okay, put it up on the screen. Share it for me. We'll do Snake, 30-second, Dynasty Startup Superflex, Spectator, yes, third round reversal on, full point PPR, and do 12 rounds. Full point PPR scoring, and then 12 rounds. And then you can start it and share the link in the chat. I can't apologize for Sleeper because I am not in charge of them and they suck. I'm not responsible for their shenanigans, to be honest with you. Poor viewing experience with B. Miller being taken second overall. I'm very sorry about your viewing experience. As you can imagine, that was not our fault. And we started a new one, so thanks for the feedback. Poor. All right, we can start it. Let's do it. Hopefully this viewing experience is better for you. I don't know if that was supposed to be feedback for us. Like, we didn't take them. Oh, man. Yeah, it was screwed.
J-Mo, can we draft rookie picks somehow?
Not on the flock thing. They don't have it in yet. So, I'm sorry. I wish we could. There's not. I wish. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. Why don't we have rookie picks in here? Why don't we have rookie picks? All right, let's try it again. Hopefully the ADP is much better for you here. We open up the sidebar, Scotty, so they can see the best available players. There we go.
Dude, I've been so cold today, and I can't like shake the cold.
Interesting.
I'm so cold.
Good to know.
Yeah. Also, it's going to be a high of 8 degrees on Sunday.
When I'm gone in Florida, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do that.
I'm going to wake up in the morning to go to band, and it's going to be -2 degrees.
Yeah, J-Mo says we could draft super irrelevant QBs or tight ends. You could. Yeah, if you guys want to do that, if you want to draft like bottom tier players for rookie picks, we can do that. That's totally fine. Great viewing experience. These two fine gentlemen on my screen. See, that's more like it. I mean, my gosh. Tell Dev to stop making videos of Talking Turtles and get the rookie picks in the mocks. Yeah, we haven't asked for it yet, but we need to ask that. That's actually a big one. It's 84 degrees in SoCal. That lucky for you, Daryl. Thunder Chief says, sorry, it's so cold for your birthday, Nathan. Today is actually his birthday. So happy birthday to Nathan. Big celebration going on later this weekend, but it's a big weekend for him. So the talking turtle is cool. I agree. Being tired doesn't help your heat problem. Suffering the cold also in Chicago this weekend. That's true. Yeah, Chicago, you're gonna get it too. It's a cold snap. I'm gonna be I'm escaping it tomorrow. So by the way, I will not be on the live streams next week. I am going on vacation. So Nate has you, but I'm here tonight. Jefferson goes there. Bijan, CD, Gibbs. You still have Jaden Daniels going in the mid first round there. So would JJ McCarthy count as a rookie pick? That's really funny, actually. Rashee Rice goes in the first time I've seen him go there. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, we said super irrelevant players. So yeah, I mean, technically he would. Now he threw for 3 touchdowns. Everybody thinks he's, Tom Brady, whatever. You have slightly improved the viewing experience having switched platforms. Look, that's all we were going for. That's all I wanted to hear. We did it, Joe. We got London over JJ. I mean, yeah, you could definitely make the argument. London obviously hasn't gone yet, but you could make that argument. Yeah, happy 40th birthday to Nathan. Are you guys going to any more Indiana games this year? Yeah, I was actually just saying we can't go to the one the week after Christmas because the quarterfinals, the one in LA, the Rose Bowl.
It's New Year's Eve. So
well, it's New Year's Eve, but that's like a huge Dynasty week because that's the week we start trading again. And so we're not leaving that week. We're making content that week. But we are going to try to go to the Peach Bowl in Atlanta, which is the next round. And so
it's also just easier to go to Atlanta.
It is much easier. It's a 7.5 hour drive. We could technically just drive. Like
that is true. And then we would
just flights will
then we could just
because flights are going to be expensive.
Could technically.
I just have to.
Then we would only stay one night. Because then we could just go on Friday.
Yeah, but I just have to hightail it back because I think I'm leaving Saturday night for Texas. So I'm literally would get back and leave, and I'd be in the car for like 3 straight days. So
yeah,
but we could do it. We could definitely do it because if I'm not leaving till Saturday night, I don't think I am, then we could do it. But yeah, we'll figure it out. And the Airbnb is cheap, so the tickets will be expensive, but they're not going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Nathan is 40. Nathan is 40. Yeah. Nathan actually is going to be a grandpa next week. So. Yeah. Happy 40th birthday to Nathan. Ain't no way Nathan's 40. Really? You don't think he looks 40? Put the camera on him. You don't think you look at him. Come on. I think he looks 40.
You think I look 40?
I mean, you're getting there. Okay, hold on.
I have
Here, let's do a thought experiment. Just put the camera on Nathan here real quick. Nathan, cover up your face except for this, just like this. So just cover everything but your forehead. Now move your fingers down. Yeah, yes. Now he looks 40 right there. That looks like a 40-year-old. So I'll let you decide how. You freaking idiot. I'll let you decide how old Nathan is. But yeah, we're gonna go with 40. Crazy.
I don't know. I'll go with 52.
Nathan has 12 children. I can't believe it. Yeah, he does. It's crazy.
Look low 30s.
They're actually
12 children. I'm actually competing with Philip Rivers.
Yeah, they've inquired about getting his family on a TV show.
Yep.
Nate by the dozen. The hairline has me borderline wondering.
a dozen Schmitz.
Skylar says you look like you're in your low 30s. So
how about a dozen Schmitz?
That's funny. Yeah. What's up, Falky? Good to see you, brother. Does this qualify as elder abuse? It might. The experiment does make him look 40. He just has a baby face. It's true. Yeah, he does have a baby face. I think some people actually believe us, which is amazing. Nathan is not 40. Nathan is closer to 20 than he is 40. Actually, he's closer to 20 than he is 30. So, but the hairline does give you the vibes. Oh man, thought experiment successful. Trey McBride goes right next to Bowers here. Okay, so the super irrelevant players that have gone, I think just Derek Carr. So Derek Carr is the 101 here, 211. That's kind of insulting, but he's retired now. So 101 is Derek Carr. Again, you can take bottom level super irrelevant players for rookie picks here. That's a good price for rookie pick 101 if he really does go there. J Love, baby. He's closer to 14 than 40. Also true. Actually,
Yeah.
you're closer to.
Yeah, I'm closer to 10.
Nathan,
than
you're
40.
closer to 8 than 40. That's freaking awesome. Yeah.
That makes me feel better because
They-
I got a lot closer to 25 not that long
Oh,
ago,
man, that
and
must suck. Must
I
suck real bad.
just I don't know. I'm closer to 25 than I am to 20 now.
Those years really do make a big difference. Like
They do
like
make a
you
big
seem
difference.
young to me. Like I felt young when I was your age,
Yeah,
and now I like feel.
I
significant. Part of it's
honestly-
because I'm a dad.
I
but, like,
felt young until my body died.
oh, yeah. Will Levis goes there, so that's got to be the 102. So
Oh man, when we went on that Scotland trip, we were like hiking all the time. Felt so good.
I remember that
Yeah.
when you did Ben Nevis.
Then 2 months later, I died.
Father says Nathan's getting roasted on his birthday. It feels bad. Yeah, it feels bad. Nathan is still on his parents' insurance. That's not a joke.
That is true. I'm not 26 yet.
I technically wouldn't be anymore, but
Yeah,
I would have been.
you would have been. Yeah.
Savannah's parents' insurance sucked. So.
Were you on your parents' insurance when you worked for Blue?
Yes, until
You were?
Savannah
Okay.
got pregnant. Yeah,
Okay.
until Savannah got pregnant, we were, and then she started getting claims, and her parents' insurance was so bad. I was like, it's way
Yeah.
cheaper to pick up my insurance.
Yep.
And working for an insurance company helps.
Mm-hmm.
Bucky goes there. We could let's have a deep dive on health insurance while on the stream.
Oh my gosh.
I could do it.
Yep. Same.
Bucky and
That
James
had to do a
Cook.
lot of.
I like both those picks. I like the running backs in this range, man. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick has lost his parents' insurance this month. That sucks, man. It's a hard one. That's a tough one. Hopefully your job has good insurance. You guys think it's weird that Phillip Rivers got a call before Cam Newton? No.
No.
Because if you
Did
know
you
why.
see Cam Newton throw the ball at the end of his career? It was worse than Rivers.
The reason why Rivers got a call is because him and Steichen talk all the time,
Yeah.
and Rivers like ran the Colts offense in his high school thing. Like,
Which disclaimer? Not saying it was a good decision. We are not defending the decision whatsoever.
Did you see
It
the
is
vi-
an
did you- did you
absolute
see the
clown
videos
show
of
in
him
Indianapolis
throwing?
right now. Oh yeah, it looks
Oh
just
my-
like it did 5 years
oh my
ago.
gosh, dude.
I forgot how off-putting his form is.
Oh yeah, it's
It's like he pushes it.
yeah.
It's so weird.
And somebody asked him what he weighed, and he was like, I don't know.
I know, it made me laugh so much. It was funny.
man. Do I want to
I
explain
am
my
just-
insurance situation in Germany? No.
Oh,
Dude,
my.
I did see that. Sam Ellinger turned down the Colts. The Colts were gonna pick him up off
And
their
he was
practice
like,
squad,
"Nah, I'm chilling."
and he was like, "Nah, I want to stay in Denver." After being a Colt for 4
What?
years.
That's so weird.
Is
Why would you not want to play? He would have played immediately.
Yeah, Sam Ellinger. I don't know. I don't like Sam Ellinger anyways. So we don't want him. You guys doing start sets? Submitted one yesterday. No one playing till Sunday, but curious when I could try to catch live. Yeah, if you submit it yesterday, it's done. I'm pretty sure that's what Nate has done half of today is answer, because we are legit getting start sit questions all the time right now. Yeah, we'll do start sit questions.
We've gotten more start sits this week than I'm pretty sure like any week all season
Yeah.
because it's the first week of the playoffs.
Caleb Williams in the 4th round is criminal work. Yeah, it is pretty low for Caleb. I'm not gonna lie. I don't mind the price there for Caleb Williams. I don't mind going 2 wide receiver and 1 running back and then going quarterback there. So there's Jarrett Stidham. So that's going to be the 103, I think. Yeah, 103, 4th round. Okay.
I love when you have like issues with the site for days and then all of a sudden they just magically disappear. So then everyone thinks you're crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not kidding, dude. I was getting logged out every 5 minutes.
Clayton says he had a little trick here on Sleeper's Wacky ADP. You create a league from there. It'll offer you to be able to turn off to run a mock off the league settings, and the ADP won't be so bad. Well, normally it works like at least decent, but it like wasn't even it wasn't sorted by anything. There wasn't even ADP. It was like alphabetical. So, but yeah, we could do that. Honestly, we probably should do that. That way we don't have to do those settings every time. So, I mean, our platform's way better. We just don't have rookie picks in here yet. Caleb has a better touchdown interception ratio than Drake May does. What a discount. I mean, I will say this. My viewing experience of your comment there was not great because I think Drake May has been much better in every facet than Caleb Williams has.
Experience. You're funny.
Just saying. We're giving feedback, right?
Mm-hmm.
Drake May's been much better. It's simply now I think I do agree with you. It's a good price for Caleb Williams, but I don't think there's any reason to compare him to a quarterback that's been clearly better this year.
Yeah.
Have they fixed rookie picks not showing up at the calculator? Have they? You guys tell us. We don't use the trade calculator. I mean, we're answering questions. We're using brains. So
Brames.
we're not relying on it. We're giving you guys our advice. And so
That's Brames with an M.
somebody drop in the chat if they've fixed that yet. Hopefully. Yeah, it always does around this time of year, unfortunately. Yeah, that sucks. Well, good to know then. We'll do that. My comment is valid. I mean, it is technically valid. Yeah, what you said was true. I just think it lacks context. But sure.
Yeah, I mean,
sure. I don't think Caleb is near as good as Drake May, though.
Can read stats all day, which is totally good with us. I mean, that's a lot of what we do.
All right, JSR
But,
Lucio has a good idea.
May is an MVP candidate for a reason, and Caleb Williams is not in that running whatsoever.
Hire Danny as the Indianapolis GM. We could do that. Would Danny be better than Chris Ballard, do you think?
Probably. You'd probably trade 2 firsts for CeeDee Lamb.
Evidently, there was an article, and it was describing how they got to Phillip Rivers, and they were in the tunnel after the game, and they were talking about their options, and Steichen said, "What about Rivers?" And Ballard was like taken aback and was like, "You think he would?" And I was like, "That is straight out of an SNL skit. That is straight out of a freaking SNL skit."
Yes,
what do you mean? Do you think he would? Of course he would. He's
44.
And he has 10 kids. Of course he's going to be like, "Yeah, I'm going home, going to play." You think he would? Chris Ballard.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Awesome.
I respect Carly Ursay for not making any crazy changes after Ursay passed, but now she better fire everyone at the end of the season.
Anna is our chat czar. She says, "Drop a like, everybody. Our viewer to like ratio is embarrassing right now." I don't even know what it is. I'm not even gonna look. If Anna says it's embarrassing, it's got to be bad. So yeah, drop a like. Appreciate you.
I'm embarrassed.
I'm embarrassed. So that was the 103 Stidham was. The 104 is Quinn Ewers. Okay, so we were up to the 104 here. Pretty good prices on these top 4 picks, I will say. But it's probably because they're not being drafted explicitly as rookie picks. Yeah, Cooks. Oh, sorry. Cooks is the 104. Ewers is the 105. Those are rookie picks there, Jaden. So, do you think Burrow's comments might lower his value because of his retirement potential? Let's put this up on the screen, and I want my camera. I want full camera access. Time to rant. I freaking cannot.
Wait. What did Burrow say?
Did you not see his press conference?
No.
Nate, he sat there and was like, "It's been really hard and it's been really dark and like it takes the enjoyment out of it. And I have to keep asking myself, if I don't enjoy it, like what's the point? And blah, blah, blah." Here's what he's doing, just so we're clear. You can sell him if you want to. He's number one.
He's trying so hard to get Zach Taylor fired.
No, it's not only that though. He got a bunch of attention yesterday on social media because people are like, "Oh, he's the next Luck. He's going to retire. He's the next Luck." That's exactly what he wanted. He literally does that stuff for attention because he's Joe Burrow. Did you see quarterback? This is how this man acts. He acts like a girl.
Yeah.
And he literally did it to get the attention. Joe Burrow, he is nothing like Andrew Luck. He will not retire from football. Yeah. You can, if he does, I will pay you each out $1, all of you. He's not retiring from football. He did it to get attention, and he does stuff like that to get attention.
That's $221.
That's fine. I can afford the loss if he does, because he's not going to. I'd do $10 per person here. I'll do $10 per person if he retires early.
Whoa!
It's not happening.
That's $2,210.
That's more. So I'm putting my money where my mouth is now. He's not retiring, dude. He's nothing like Andrew Luck.
Hey, you know what? Hey.
Killer Potato Fish does say he likes girls, so like that's true.
You know what? I have a totally different counterpoint here. I have a totally different view with this whole Burrow thing. I'm specifically speaking to those of you who own Joe Burrow in my Dynasty leagues. He absolutely is retiring. You better get out now.
Yeah. This just was the most ridiculous
in my Dynasty leagues. So he's retiring. So just
like, oh, it's the Andrew Luck thing.
If you want to get out right now, I will pay half price.
Andrew Luck was a weirdo. There's not another Andrew Luck. Burrow and Luck are nothing alike.
They're not even.
Burrow couldn't retire because he'd missed the attention, dude. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
All right, I got you guys on the $10 list. I'm just saying. He did take this team to the Super Bowl, unlike Luck. That's pretty rude.
He said you provided no timeline on the retiring. But.
Okay, fine.
All right.
If he retires in the next 2 years, 2 years, that's like he's He's not retiring early. And a lot of people are saying, okay, it's because he wants his GM to wake up and get an offensive line. And that's probably more of the motivation, but he is also trying to get attention because that's what he does.
I mean, yeah, Zach Taylor's
He's like, oh,
Zach
guys,
Taylor's
watch me
getting
play the
fired this year.
piano. Boom, 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 boom. See how good that was? Did I do a good job, guys?
Now let's talk about my freaking French model show that I went to.
What?
Yeah, yeah. You don't remember that?
I thought you were saying you.
No,
like, what the frick?
no. What? Are you serious?
He is a fashion designer. Like, come on. I agree with Avery's take. Joe's a diva. Speaking of divas, should we sell Pickens this offseason? I mean, I probably wouldn't. I think.
I love how everybody just loves to point to the anomaly. Like, you're totally right, Kyle. You said Andrew Luck was the anomaly. 100% he was.
Yes.
I love how anomalies are the first thing that people point to when they try to talk about someone retiring. Everybody said the same thing about Chris Olave.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And now Chris Olave just made himself $150 million. So
yeah,
this year.
Yeah. So anyways, that triggered me because I'm like, man, he's a diva. I just don't like him. I also just don't like the Bengals. I also don't like Joe Burrow because he doesn't throw to Chase. Like, dude, throw a ball to Jamar Chase. Like, what are we doing here? Quit throwing to Chase Brown. Whatever. I'm fantasy pilled. That's fine.
Chase has been a little so-so the last month.
Killer Potato wants to know what impact Chris Bell's injury has.
It sucks.
It's bad.
Yeah,
because he was a first round hopeful.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna. I don't know if he's gonna declare at this point. Right now, Chris Bell is golly. He's already an older prospect. He's 22 and a half. He's a senior.
Yeah,
and I think he's a redshirt senior. I think he has to declare. I don't know if that's a guarantee. Maybe he gets one more year of eligibility because of the injury. But again, is at 23 and a half years old, is that really going to boost his draft stock if he comes back from this ACL, or does he just shoot a shot and see if someone takes a late first, early second round shot on him with the torn ACL right now?
Burrow's been hit too many times. That's why he has the Chases confused. That's very funny. Brings Joe Flacco back. Flacco throws it to Chase. I was kind of worried about that this would happen. I did prefer Flacco. Just joined. No, I'm very late on this. What the heck is Carr doing in round 2 at all? Those are rookie picks. The irrelevant guys you see on here, the like, what the frick picks are rookie picks. We don't have kickers on this platform. I'm going to have them add the rookie picks back in. So, but yeah, if you're confused, that's what's happening here. So, you think Mooney is worth a start before tonight's game? Please freaking don't. Please don't start Mooney. No.
Mooney has not been a start ever since London has been out this year.
Since last year.
Mooney has been really bad this year. He's had one double-digit game, and that double-digit game was, I think, 14 points. Everything else has been single digits. So, no. And I apologize in advance if he goes off, but he has done nothing this year to indicate that he will. So, not putting my playoff hopes in the hands of someone who hasn't produced all year. Hard pass.
Is Marv confirmed out this week?
He's not confirmed out.
I don't think he's confirmed, but we'll see.
But he hasn't been practicing, so.
Easy says, what's the 102 worth? I mean, in this draft, it went late, but I would say the 102 is... No, actually, it didn't go that late here. It went in the mid-third, so you got like a Ibuka, JT, George Pickens, Justin Herbert, Jackson Dart, Nico, Bucky around that pick. I think it's about, a third-round startup pick, I think is pretty accurate, actually. My opponent in Dynasty is starting Mooney, so he will score twice. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. If that's true, then yeah, I need to start him too. The flock is sleeping on Michael Wilson for Dynasty. I mean, we just updated his ranking, so yeah, you would be. I mean, it's not like that's one that slipped through. Again, it's just highly dependent. This is just a very interesting. Like, I don't think Michael Wilson's going to come out and do this with another quarterback in another offense. He's literally doing it because they're throwing the ball 40 plus times per game every game, and there's no Marv. But when there's Marv and they don't throw it 40 times plus a game, what's he going to do? Probably what he did for the first couple of years of his career, aka. Not startable.
Really anything.
Not startable. If this situation were like, hey, we're going to roll with Jacoby, we're going to keep this coaching staff, and Michael Wilson's going to be our wide receiver 1 because we're trading Marv. Yeah, I'd be all in. But just a lot of unknowns there. Daryl says he just might take all the rookie picks. Daryl, it looks like you're a true Dynasty player now. Take Jake Bobo right there.
How many of you guys saw the last Flock Kick video?
What was the last one? Bush's collapse. Yeah. Emeka, Ibuka, Tet, or Wandale. To start this week, probably Wandale of those 3, don't you think? Starting Ted or Wandale? It's close.
Wandale is a really good matchup.
I'd probably go Wandale. Yeah, it's the Commanders, isn't it? Yeah, I'm starting Wandale.
Everybody cooks the commies.
Yeah.
And then there's also Darius Slayton, who Badaki is starting. And last time I played Badaki, he flexed Troy Franklin and Tez Johnson, who combined for like 40 points. So I am fully prepared for Darius Slayton to have the 140-point game he has every single year.
All right, I'm seeing way too many comments about the terrible guys being picked, so I'm literally pinning this message. Terrible players in this mock are rookie picks. Now we know. How do we feel about Mike Evans this week? Probably not good enough to start him.
They just announced like a couple hours ago that Mike Evans will be limited and only playing on crucial downs. So that's probably like no more than 30% of the snaps at maximum. So no, I would not be starting Mike Evans.
What's interesting is there was a rookie pick that went right there at the 704 with Ricky Pearsall as the placeholder. That was a joke. That's funny. Somebody laughed. Just get it because he's bad.
Yep. Pardon my coughs, people. Hey, on the bright side of totally choking away the division and missing the playoffs for the 50th straight year, at least we'll get Jones for the same price that we got him last year.
Yeah, it doesn't mean a lot because he's going to be not productive next year.
He's not going to be nearly as good.
No, I don't think, I wouldn't even say that's bright side.
We are so cooked, dude. We are screwed.
I think it's all dark side. What's the rookie 102 worth in Dynasty 1 QB leagues?
Would you rather have,
kind of the same answer. Same thing.
Would you rather have Mac Jones?
Yes.
Would too.
Easily. 100% I'd rather have Mac.
He's like really good.
I'd rather have Phillip Rivers, dude. Evil Claptrap says the last Flock League video felt biblical. The burning bush. That's amazing.
Nice.
Well done.
Good pun.
Well done.
That's good stuff.
Bush made his exodus from the Flock League playoffs.
Yeah, I get it because
exodus for the burning bush. Yeah. No Phillip Rivers yet is crazy. I know. Hey, we have to move him up our dynasty rankings, right? Only the Cleveland Browns can make a player making $100 million irrelevant. That is very true. He is definitely the highest paid rookie pick placeholder in our dynasty history. So, 8th round Daniel Jones is shocking. Shocking as it's too high. He's going to the 5th. Not long ago. Not long at all.
Who was going in the 5th not that long ago?
I think the Danny pick's making a rookie one. Daniel Jones.
Oh, yeah.
What would you trade for Mac Jones? How about 2 firsts? Gosh.
Nice.
Honestly, you can have Josh Downs. Or anyone.
Is he under contract in San Fran? Macketh Jones contract.
Yeah, way too high post injury. Yeah,
he signed a 2-year, $8 million deal. How much of it was guaranteed?
I mean, they'll trade him if they feel like somebody's going to give him a starting job.
They will trade him. I mean, I'm all for trading the rest of our draft capital away.
Somebody said Rasheen Ali isn't that irrelevant. For Dynasty, he probably is. But short term, he's not because he's the running back 2 there right now. But no, he is irrelevant for Dynasty. He's not near the running back 22.
Yeah.
We're going to use our noggins for some of these. Like, that's just, he's not going in the 8th round.
Using the brains.
Yeah, getting some brain power here.
Brains with an M.
I gotta answer this.
What are you answering? Kale said, hey guys, your videos have really helped me get into the NFL and Dynasty as a person coming from Finland, where there are not big things. Keep up the good work. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Really, really appreciate you hanging out, watching our stuff, and getting into football. I mean, football is like the best sport ever. We are, we do this stuff for a living and talk about NFL football for a living. So you picked the right sport. Yeah, but George said Max under contract will get traded as a Niners fan. Yeah, he will. I do think he's earned himself a starting job next year somewhere. Honestly, Minnesota would be another little landing spot for him. I would be, Addison and Jefferson next year with Mac Jones would be beautiful with his passing volume. But I would say and would expect Mac to probably go to an AFC team with San Fran having the ability to trade him. If San Fran has a say, they will trade him to an AFC team, then risk him being a threat in the NFC where they have to play him again. Will Tyler Algier sign somewhere as a running back one role? He's probably one of the top candidates to fall into a lead running back position next year. Yes. We are big fans of Tyler Algier as a very affordable early offseason buy before he signs somewhere. With all of the issues going on in Atlanta and the people that they're going to have to pay, with London and Bijan will be heading into his 4th year as well. Who knows if they're going to let Kyle Pitts walk or not? Algier will be on the way out. They'll probably just try to replace him with a day 3 running back. And someone else will be happy to pay that talent. Algier was really, really good as a lead back his rookie season. So Michael said, I used one of your Flock live stream revaluations during the last offseason and turned out making some of the moves you guys advised, and I made it to the 3rd seed right before the playoffs started. Congrats, man. Love to hear that you made the playoffs. Again, we're getting so many start-sit questions right now for teams that are in the playoffs. It always makes me happy to see all the different rosters that I'm looking at that are playoff teams, because they're all looking pretty solid.
Dang, Michael, I'm glad. I know you read that one, but that's sick.
Evil Claptrap said, generally speaking, when does news of contract extensions / trade usually occur during the offseason? So generally what you see
March, right?
Is you'll see some initial trades go down before the new league year, before someone is heading into free agency, if they have any leverage whatsoever. Again, that's generally rare.
Yeah,
because again, you don't have generally leverage as an organization if you've got a player heading into an unrestricted free agent status heading into March. So like, why would they take a deal unless it's something that is really convincing? So again, what you'll see is a lot of teams try to lock up their players before the new league year, in the middle of March. It's usually a week or 2 after the NFL Combine.
Yep, it's a week. March 9th through 11th is the unrestricted free agent contract window this year.
Yeah. So that period is the one where a ton of moves happen, a ton of extensions happen, where players are they're going to different situations like crazy. So like if you remember last year, the day that free agency opened, or 2 years ago, when the day that free agency opened, which was technically last year, it was like Saquon, Swift, a good number of receivers all signed like at the same time. Generally, you see franchise tags like T. Higgins, Michael Pittman the last couple of years. Those happened a day or 2 before the new league year in March, and then you saw them eventually get extended later in the season. So a lot of times when you have contract disputes with players that are valuable enough that the team wants to keep, but you can't figure out a deal, but you can't just let them walk, then those tags occur before the new league year.
There you go. Baltimore had to really hurry to lock up Mark Andrews. That's true. He was a hot commodity.
Really had to hurry up there. Yeah.
That was a big one. They had to get that done. Anna said, are y'all watching the game after the stream? No, because we leave for Florida at like 4 a.m. So Savannah and I do. So
brutal.
After the stream, I'm taking my dog to my dad's.
Nice.
And I got to record Flock League clips, and I got to finish packing.
Nice. And then you're done.
And then I'm pretty much done, yeah, because we got our video done. And
then you're out of here.
Yeah. But I've been working nonstop. It's been awful. I'm probably going to have to do domain stuff down there too, which, not a lot though. That's good. The stuff I can't escape.
Yeah.
What rookie pick are we on? Does anybody know? People drafting? Yeah, I was going to say, we're busy, so. What's up, Riley? Appreciate you, man. Is Barkley a buy with how mid he was this year and the push probably getting banned? Yeah, the Barkley's going to be a buy come January or even right now if you can get him from a rebuilding team. Is a buy anyways, yeah. He's somebody we actually don't mind his value. And it will really tank at the beginning of the year. So Destin's a fun place. That's actually where we went last year. We went to Destin. We're going to Marco Island this time with my wife's family. So it'll be cool. Are any of you guys going on vacation next couple weeks? I know a lot of people do Christmas around Christmas vacations. I've actually never done one. This is the closest Christmas I've ever traveled. I'm usually home a lot.
I don't think I've ever traveled for Christmas.
We do love our jobs. That is very true, DDSS. That is true. We had our fair share of bad jobs too, though. So and the one thing about having a good job like this is you work a lot, and especially when you run the business, you work a lot. If you did our hourly rate, it's probably not that great, but it's so fun, so it's worth every. It's so worth it, and you guys make it awesome. Honestly, this is the best part of our job by far. It's not even close. Is interacting with people. New Orleans on New Year's, nice. I want to go to New Orleans so bad because I love Cajun food, dude. It's okay. That's the 201 was Bell. Okay, perfect. Anna says she's going to Disney. Nice. Oh yeah, to see Hannah. Nice. Yeah, I've not been to Disney since they did the Star Wars stuff. It was when I was a kid. Was the last time. What did he say? What? That man. Working so much they forget to set their lineups. Yeah, whatever. You know what's funny is there was really not like a big uproar about that.
Whew. Need to check that right now.
I need to set my
all my
lineups,
playoff teams. I've got buys.
So Nathan and I did a little bit of a stinky in one of our high money leagues.
A little stinky do.
And we did avoid it. We got out of it just fine. But Nathan and I somehow both missed getting Marv out of our flex spot.
Both
and it ended up having a playoff implication. So it was a bad deal.
Ruh-roh.
And so, but we fixed it.
We escaped.
And it didn't even end up mattering.
It actually ended up not mattering.
But everybody was pretty cool with it and like, oh, we'll figure this out. Well, Lambo actually it didn't affect him at all. But he decided that he just wanted to make a big deal out of it because that's what he does. So he wanted the world to burn. The world didn't burn though. We put it out. It was fine. It was a bad move. That was a bad Dynasty League mate.
Glad I remember to check these because I had LGRN instead of CMC because of the bye.
TJ Watt is in the hospital. I wonder why.
Yeah, he's had a lung issue. So yeah,
that sucks.
Don't know what that's about, but
I don't rock that.
No. Hope he's okay.
Question for Infinite. Spinning the same email I got sent to. I've done it since I got it for some reason saying it's not showing up. Open a ticket on the Blueprint help in the Discord and we'll get it sorted out for you. Appreciate you.
Blueprint help on the Discord.
Sounds like LL. What's LL?
What is that?
Collapsed lung. That's what that is? Really? That's what that would be?
That's what I gathered as well. Generally, when you go to the hospital for some sort of lung issue,
when air leaks in the space between your lung and your chest wall, do they re-inflate it? Treatment, observation, rest and oxygen might for small collapses, air removal, oxygen therapy.
Yeah, super weird.
So it's a wide range. That's very odd. I hope he's okay.
Should I start Pittman?
Oh, I'm LL. Oh, yeah. That's what, yeah. I got you.
Oh, gosh. I think I'm starting Tracy over Pittman. Actually, that's not true. Pittman was getting a ton of checkdowns with Riley Leonard.
Yeah, Pittman had 17 last week.
He's a good start this week.
Working so much not setting your lineups. How about an emergency appendectomy first thing Sunday morning? Missed all my lineups. Now, that's a valid excuse. Nathan and I's excuse is that we're
in a lot of leagues.
Lots of cuts of meat at Fogo de Chao before the IU game, and then went to the IU game,
and then we
went home and went to bed. Yeah. Yep. So our excuse was that we were partying downtown. So
yep.
Also, I did make a big deal about it. Dude, you literally, after we had it, like, oh yeah, we got it taken care of, you're like, no, you got screwed. He got screwed. No, he didn't. Are y'all watching Stranger Things? Yeah, we just finished.
We finished it.
We just finished season 1, so we're rewatching all of it actually. So yeah, we're making good progress though. Good show. We love that show.
This lineup looks pretty good.
Interesting.
I'm good with this one.
All right, how many bloopies do we have in the queue, boys?
Uno.
1.
We have some start sets.
All right, well, let's just go answer as many questions as we can for you guys here. Again, I'll go ahead and put this in the chat, but if you would like to get a blueprint done tonight, get your team reviewed. Again, if you want to join, you get everything that we have, all of our tools. You get our rookie analysis, so the bakery. You're going to get our rookie draft guide, you get our dynasty rankings, all the trade calculator, all the different tools that we offer. Plus, you're going to get one-on-one advice in the form of a team blueprint, which we'll do for you tonight live on the show. It's free when you sign up. I just dropped the link. I'll pin it. And you can also do the a la carte if you're already a member. We have a couple of openings for tonight. And so actually we only have one in the queue, so we have as many as you guys want. And so If you sign up as the annual Motherflocker code domain, you will get a free one, though. We have plenty of start sits that came in, so let's go ahead and go through and try to get your lineup set for the playoffs before we get into these couple reviews here that we do have.
Couple
One.
some.
B Grump. Let's do this one first. At wide receiver, we're probably going to go, Lamb.
Yep.
And then
Must-start.
tight end, Johnson or Loveland. I'd probably go Johnson, right?
I have not looked at recent production for Johnson in a minute.
Hey, he's hit or miss, but so is Loveland is the thing.
Yeah, Loveland's hit or miss. Is Loveland getting more snap share? Okay, it's kind of settled. Against Cleveland, and Johnson's got Carolina. Man. Let's go with Johnson this week.
We have Johnson ranked as 17. We do have them in the same tier, but Loveland
Yeah.
we do technically have ranked higher. Loveland has Cleveland. Johnson has Carolina.
I go back and forth with those guys. I'm fine with Loveland.
Yeah, let's go Loveland. I think that's a safer pick. And then the flex spot here.
Michael Wilson must start if
Yep,
Marv
Michael
doesn't
Wilson.
play. If Marv doesn't play,
If he
then,
does play-
if Marv does play, then you'll probably want to plug in Pittman
Yep, I agree
or
with that.
Devin Neal.
I agree with that.
Devin Neal's not a bad start.
So appreciate you, B Grump. I just got to start sitting. He just needs a flex spot here. He's got Hampton, Harvey, Higgins, McLaurin, and Strange. I mean, the one that really jumps off the page to me here is Terry.
Yeah, Terry, you got to start him.
I think you got to start Terry this week, which is crazy, dude. It could cost me my season starting him this week if he bombs.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But if
But,
he,
I mean, he
if he
had
goes
a-
off, it will be worth rostering him this whole
His
time.
best week of the season was with Mariota.
True.
So
And again, they play
they
Giants.
play the Giants. Yeah.
So, all right, David's got one. We got 3 flex spots here for him.
Definitely going Tua.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we're going Tua.
quarterback. Go Tua. Curtis Rourke, nice, activated off of IR.
Let's go.
Yep. That's why they could trade Matt because they have Curtis Rourke as the backup there, and Curtis
There you
Rourke's gonna
go.
be a good NFL
So
backup.
at receiver, Higgins is back in concussion protocol. So let's just operate under the assumption that he doesn't play.
Probably go Woody Marks.
We'll go Marks. Yeah, because Chubb is probably not going to be active. And then
Pierce.
probably got to go with Pierce as well. And then I'm eyeing Aaron Jones as well.
Yeah, I think Aaron Jones is the other guy.
DJ Moore is another option too, actually.
Yeah, he's got Keenan Allen technically too, but
I feel better about
Keenan's
the
been
running back
bad
there.
recently. So yeah, I think you go the running backs there.
Yep. And then I
Yeah,
would.
yeah. But Jones plays the Cowboys. Yeah, you've got to start Aaron Jones this week. So yeah, I'm okay with that. All right, Landon. Between Jacoby, Devin Neal, Stephon Diggs, and Brees Hall. Obviously, if Brees plays, we're going Brees. I think he was on the injury report. I don't know what the news was today with Brees. Limited. Okay. So I would say let's do Brees. Stephon Diggs, and then between Devin Neal and Jacoby Myers, I'd probably start Devin Neal, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it'd be between him and Myers.
Yeah, Myers has actually been really
Myers has
good
been
recently.
Very good. Yeah.
But he's had touchdowns in each of his games. And he's playing, honestly, you have to start Myers, I think.
I have no
So
issues. I have no issue starting.
So let's do Myers. If it works out to where Brees Hall doesn't play, then we'll start Devin Neal in his place. So, all right, J-Rod, here we go, man. This is a full lineup diagnosis here. Who's best to start with the guys I have? All right, let's do it. At quarterback, you'll start Drake May and Darnold against the Colts. I would say Darnold over Purdy this week. Although Purdy does have the Titans. We're going Purdy or Darnold? They're very close for us, I think. Purdy, it does tend to be the more productive guy, though. We'll go Purdy. I think Purdy's typically just has a higher floor from a fantasy perspective. Running back wise, I would say Bucky for sure, and then I would probably go Travis Etienne.
Yeah, Travis Etienne has been really good.
Yep. So I think you
would
got to
give
start him
the
right now.
edge over Henderson right now because he's not splitting.
Wide receiver wise, if Marv does play, if London does play, like there's a lot of guys up in the air. I'm gonna check.
Yeah, London's
London's
I
not
don't
playing.
think he's playing.
London's
I think
not
he was
playing.
declared out.
Yeah, he was declared out yesterday.
So Marv's probably not playing. So you really have to go with BTJ, Pierce, and QJ. Those are the best guys available.
You could start Judy. Judy had a good game last week. You could start him over QJ.
Judy literally had a touchdown. His target volume was awful.
I know, but he had a long
I
play.
honestly, I would rather start Wicks than Judy.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Then there you go. We'll trust Nathan on it. Tight end. Probably Warren still. Warren will be an easy target for whoever plays there. And then in your flex spots here. Yeah, it says you're considering the tight ends here, which, like, honestly, I kind of don't blame you.
Who are his tight ends?
Hunter Henry and Isaiah Likely. If this is a tight end premium,
I would put in Henry.
Henry, I think I could be good with.
And then
At this point, I think you have to put Judy in, right?
One of Judy or Wicks. So
I think you got to put
just put Judy in there. It's fine.
It's rough.
Good luck, man.
Yep. This is a deep league though. And then Falky's got one here for us. We got three flex options here. Yeah, looking at this, I'm just being honest. I'm starting Ibuka here.
You got to go with Ibuka.
And then I'd probably
Your next
go.
best start is probably Godwin.
It probably is. I would say Imani's got a tough matchup this week.
So does Kareem.
Kareem Hunt has a tough matchup this week, but I think Kareem Hunt is going to get a touchdown. Is going to get a touchdown.
I would rather go Kareem Hunt.
I think you go Kareem Hunt.
Oh, he has Worthy.
Ugh, tough matchup for him too. But
yeah,
I think I mean, I'd probably start Worthy. It's a full point PPR. I'd probably start the wide receivers here. Highest floor.
Yeah.
So Worthy. In the last one, we'll put Worthy.
This is obviously assuming Odunze doesn't play. If Odunze plays, he'll be your last flex spot there over Worthy.
Yeah. And then JW George. Couple flex options here for you. Chris Godwin and Khalil Shakir is what we're considering. Looking at this, you've got Mooney. We're not starting him. Obviously not Kamara. Judy is somewhat questionable there. Yeah, I'd go Khalil Shakir, no brainer out of those guys. And then I think it is Godwin.
Yeah, there's Dalton Schultz there at tight end.
Yeah, you could do Schultz, but
Godwin's fine.
I'd probably start Godwin over Schultz. So I'd say the two guys you were considering are the two guys I'd start there.
Yeah.
So
all right. First one, here we go.
All right, A Sater 9, Lepuka. Again, I'm dropping the link if you guys want to get your team reviewed as well. Yeah, I can add you back, Waffle, no problem. You need to just stay this time. Freck. All right.
All right, you said big fan. Boys would love some advice with my squad.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Any
Appreciate
off-season trades for wide receivers or picks I should do? Probably looking to move off of Hurts and Javonte. Appreciate it. He said off-season moves. Okay, so Lepuka is the team name here. Again, we're going to grade this like we are in the offseason, like we are starting the 2026 season, looking ahead to that year. So you are 8-6. Congrats on making the playoffs. I assume you made the playoffs here. Yeah, it looks like you probably did.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 1 QB, 12-team PPR, no tight end premium. Jalen Hurts, and a 12-team will be an 8. Devon Achane, Javonte, and Rico going to be good for like a 5. Puka, Addison, Troy Franklin, Wandale, Reed, Godwin, Myers, Dobbs is another 5. And then Jake Ferguson is another 5.
I don't know if I agree that Mooney being a top 40 wide receiver, that seems kind of, he's not done anything.
So looking at your flex guys here, you've got Troy Franklin and Wandale is really your best available flex guys. Jordan Addison is your wide receiver 2. This is a shallower league. Wandale has been a really, really big save for you this year in terms of like a wide receiver that you can comfortably flex. Same with Rico Dowdle. I don't think you have guaranteed production next season for me to be super comfortable guaranteeing that you're going to be contending again. Let's go 1 year reload here for the offseason. Again, there are moves you can make here. With enough moves, you could easily repeat as a contender in 2026. But I'm going to be a little conservative here.
10-team league?
12-team. 12-team start 8. Flexing Franklin and Wandale. So. All right, so moves that I want you to make here. Basically want to raise your production, or not your production, want to raise your value upside as much as possible in the offseason. Javonte, great hold. Achane, great hold. Achane and Puka, again, not guys that I really want to down tier from in this situation because it's a start 8 league.
Superflex?
1 QB.
Oh.
Yeah. He is flexing at Troy Franklin and Wandale.
I know, but like he has Hurts. Like you could move off of Hurts. I mean, you could just move some of those guys for more productive cheap guys.
Yeah, but that 26 first is a late first and a 1 QB.
I know he's 8-6 this year. Like I think he'll.
I know because of Rico and Wandell.
I mean, I don't know. His team seems pretty good to me, but he's also second in value. Like so, I don't know. It just seems like
if you wanted to contend, that's totally fine with me.
I think.
But it's
I would
a start 8 league where he's a start 8 league.
Yeah, but
he's still
I know it's a
flexing
start
Franklin and Wandell.
I know it's a start 8 league, but it's still a 12 team. So like, it's not a bad roster for a 12 team league.
No, I'm not saying it's bad, but I think a reload is reasonable.
But I mean, I think having Puka, Achane, and then a Jalen Hurts, you could move him for another solid wide receiver at least. Like,
all right, sure, we'll go well rounded.
I would tend to say I would try to contend for this roster for the next 2 years. If it were me, I'd be contending. Now we have to make moves here. I think you have to move Hurts for another position.
Yeah, I mean, part of it is I don't want to down tier from Achane and Puka.
No, you can't down tier from Achane and Puka. So we'll move Hurts for
Exactly.
We'll move Hurts for a wide receiver. We're going to pivot from Addison to a more productive wide receiver for next year. We're going to package Troy Franklin and Jacoby Myers and up tier from them. We're going to hold Wandale because we could potentially start Wandale Robinson. I know we can't for this year. Maybe we try to move off him for next year eventually, maybe the offseason. You already have 3 tight ends really that you can plug and play every week. And so we're going to do the same thing at quarterback. We're going to trade our first this year for a player straight up, and then we're going to go try to see what our team can do next year. But that's what I think. And the nice thing about that is any of these moves are not going to like lock you into where, hey, if you've got Achane, you've got Puka, we're going to have you trade for a very insulated wide receiver with Jalen Hurts. So that way, if stuff does go wrong next year, you'll be fine. You can pivot very easily. But I think if we have one that could go either way and you can get out of a contender or rebuild really easy, I think I just think try to contend and see what happens. Sue me. Sue me for 1.5 fun.
Plan to shop your 26 first in the early off season. Try to get an overpay.
Yeah, Sky pointed out he also has the most points for in this league. So, yeah, and again, a lot of that is because of, Rico Dowdle. But, I mean, with Rico, who knows? He might have a spot next year. He's played well enough to where he could go somewhere and be productive. So, he's kind of a wild card. But I think the wide receiver depth is the main thing we have to work with here. I mean, like, you can package Franklin and Myers. You could package Wandale and Romeo Doubs or Jaden Reed or Chris Godwin or Keenan Allen. All of those guys are tradable. Just a matter of using them correctly. You have to package them.
So I'll give you Burden as a target. I'll give you
Adams.
Scadaboo as a target.
Adams is on a 10-4 team. Let's see if this is a good team. See, this team is what his team is going to be. Once he makes these moves, this is what his team will be. This guy's got...
I would try to get Olave before he signs an extension in the offseason.
Olave's not a bad one.
And he's cooled off enough that he's going to be a pretty achievable target.
That guy's name is Olave Garden, so we'll see if you can get him. If not him, go for somebody value equivalent there.
Then I would try to get Walker as well before he signs in the offseason. Just target assets in the early offseason that have significant value upside.
Yeah, Chris should be here. I saw him earlier. He was here. Still mods.
Guys that have room to move up boards, depending on where they end up landing on second contracts, etc. So if you have any questions on this, man, let us know. Good luck in the playoffs, by the way.
Yep.
Hopefully Addison can do literally anything. This would be the week for him to do it.
Yep, it would. This is the week. If he does, I mean, yeah. You know what to do. Rookie draft guys looking good.
Yep.
Oh, did you see this? You probably didn't see this. Look at this.
Yeah, I saw it.
That's sick nasty, dude.
All right, we got Chef up next.
Chef, say hey in the chat if you're here, man. Yep, free trade questions for everybody. you get a free trade question. We're the Oprah of
Yeah.
Dynasty. We really are. You are the Oprah, I think. I would say you're the most like Oprah of the two of us.
Please, no. No, you definitely are.
No, you are.
You definitely
No,
are.
you are. If I'm Oprah, then you're Ellen. You kind of look like Ellen, too.
With the, short hair.
Yeah, the in-between hair length. If you did Ellen's hairstyle, you'd look like Ellen. Ellen the Generous.
All right, Chef's team.
There's Chef. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Scott, the start sets are coming in like crazy right now. So we'll just do them in order of coming in. So we'll do Chef's team review right now.
Yep.
Because a lot of these are...
And we'll answer all your start sit questions, except for Lambo. We're going to answer yours wrong on purpose.
So Chef...
Sonic and Knuckles.
Sonic and Knuckles here. 10-0.
Wow.
So it looks like this was a in-season startup.
Yeah, mid-season startup. Superflex? 12
yes,
team,
it
start
is a
9,
Superflex.
PPR league, 10-0. Taking a look. Allen and Goff, solid, 7. Gibbs, McCaffrey, CMC. Gibbs, McCaffrey, Henry, Montgomery, 7. Nico, Olave, Flowers, Debo, 6. Kittle, Kincaid, 6. Solid, well-rounded. Jenkins and reload. Got Will Howard, too.
Yep. This being an in-season startup, Chef, let us know if your trade deadline, if you even have a trade deadline. I feel like there wouldn't be a trade deadline for a startup that happened in the middle of the season, so that you guys have like more flexibility to make moves. I'm gonna operate under the assumption that you can make moves, but let me know if I'm crazy there. Let's pivot off of Zay Flowers. And some of these moves will apply regardless of the deadline or no deadline. But I would pivot off of Flowers, try to get a guy that has a little more consistent upside. No, we don't. I'm commish as well. Awesome. Cool. So no trade deadline, so you can make moves. Perfect. We're going to take Debo and Sutton and probably up tier for this playoff run.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you don't have a trade deadline. I'm going to try to pass that rule in our leagues next year.
And then Kincaid, you just don't need. I would go for another position with Kincaid. I'll probably move off of Montgomery as well. We'll take Kincaid and Monty, and we'll pivot from those guys. Just trying to raise our production as much as possible. I'm going to go to the bottom teams in the league that have some good productive options for you. Travis Etienne is 100% your go-to. Travis Etienne is going to be a good target for sure. Got running back. At wide receiver, when you're taking Debo and Sutton, again, I'm not expecting you to get like anyone crazy, but I do think you can get a production upgrade there. There is a 3-7 team in this league that has Bucky Irving. Oh my gosh. What would it cost you to pay? What would it cost you on top of Zay Flowers to get up to Bucky Irving from that CD's touchdowns team? I'm giving you Bucky Irving as a target. I know it's pricey, but I would look into that if I were you. Terry McLaurin, also on another non-playoff team in this league. I would be looking to get Terry McLaurin if we're going for a wide receiver upgrade. This 5-5 team has DK Metcalf's kind of so-so. T. Higgins, kind of another option. But yeah, I mean, the only guys that are going to make trades here are the guys that are rebuilding. Anybody that's in the playoffs isn't going to give you a contending option. I would rather have Khalil Shakir than Debo Samuel if you're just going to make a pivot there. I'd rather have Khalil Shakir than Dalton Kincaid or David Montgomery as a flex option. So everyone loves Bucky. Cool. Value so hard to budge. Okay. Yep.
Pivot.
That's fine.
Different guy in the value range.
Yep. See if you can get that guy to cave just because he is like reloading this year because he's not in the playoffs. But again, if you can't get him, that's fine. It's something that I would look into. See if you could do a small down tier from Josh Allen to get a significant upgrade at wide receiver 2 and or 3. Raise that flex spot upside as much as possible as you look to make a championship move. Said, I'm going to package Etienne and Shakir for who? Oh, so you'd be, getting Etienne and Shakir. I would do Sutton, Debo, Kincaid, and Monty.
Yeah, there you
all
go.
of those guys, and
That
I would
would
get
work.
Etienne and Shakir. I would target Terry in a separate deal before I went for Shakir. Just FYI.
Yeah.
And again, just reinforcing mainly target productive assets on reloads in your league.
Yeah. What other questions do you have here, Chef? I think that's a solid plan. You'll be in good shape. What's up, Doc? Good to see you.
No picks, so
Thanks,
you
buddy.
are all in here.
Yeah. Nah, he's going for it. What's up, Nick? Good to see you, man. We're doing great.
All right. Any questions, Chef?
Yeah, let me say, make sure you don't have any more questions here. Make sure you give him a free trade question as well. That way, if you do have questions on your trades, you can submit to us. Is Nico a real wide receiver 1? In fantasy?
I think he is.
He is when he's available, and points per game wise this year, he's 10th. So technically, he's just a low end wide receiver 1, but he is wide receiver 1.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Looks great when he's on the field.
Yeah, I was gonna say his thing always is just he needs to stay healthy. But when he's on the field, yeah, he's a top 10 guy from points per game standpoint every time he plays. So. All right. How you doing? Keep it moving. Yeah, let's just do these in the order that come in. So Lambo, we got to start sit here for you. Quarterback. Let's open this one up between Williams and McCarthy. Obviously, McCarthy has the Dallas Cowboys, but I still don't think I want to start McCarthy. I think I'd still rather start Caleb Williams, and they play the Browns, I think. So I still start Caleb. Tight end. Between Theo Johnson and Rondé Gadsden, I probably would start Theo Johnson against the Commanders here. That's probably who I feel most comfortable with here. Flexing here between Genty and Brian Thomas. Assuming that we don't have Drake London here. I would probably say Genty for sure. Genty has Philly this week, and Philly, I think Jalen Carter's still out, so I'd say probably Brian Thomas Jr. Again, if Drake London plays, I'd sub him in, and then you got Woody Marks. Yep, I like that. That would be how I would do it there, Lambo. Appreciate you. I didn't mark it. Did you mark it?
Nope.
No. Goofed. Genty, Thomas, Marks.
Okay, well, it's doing it. You're going to have to refresh everything. This is what it was doing to me all morning.
Kind of hard when you have a million start-sit questions. Huh?
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. So Theo Johnson, and then Genty, Thomas, and Marks. And again, if Drake London plays, I'm subbing him in for Brian Thomas. If Marvin Harrison Jr. plays, I'd probably sub him in for Woody Marks too. But again, I'm going to rank them like they're not playing this week for you, Lambo. All right, and then Chef's got to start sit here for us, starting with his quarterback position between Caleb and Brock Purdy. I'd probably go, I think I have Purdy ranked higher this week. Yeah, go Purdy.
Dude, Devontae Adams didn't practice again today with a hamstring.
That would win you your matchup.
Oh, yeah. It did last week because he didn't play a lot of the snaps.
I know, but
he was
Badaki
sick.
also has Devontae Adams, so
I know.
like you would legitimately get out of the toilet bowl because of that.
Uh-huh.
That's funny. Brenton Strange and Colson Loveland. I think we're probably going to say Loveland here. No. Sorry. Brenton Strange playing the Jets. Do Brenton Strange. He's been more productive recently anyways. And then of these guys here, I would start Jefferson this week. And then I'd start Brian Thomas Jr. That would be... well, actually, you might need to start Chuba.
I'd start Chuba over
BTJ. I'm kind of there too. Let's start Chuba. Yeah.
Did you see some of the catches that Puka had last week?
I did not.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's like every week.
Oh, dude, Insab, Nick, since you're here, we need your email address. Can you send me a message on Discord with your email address so I can get you your refund?
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to pop back up on the stream so I could ask you that. Appreciate you, dude.
All right, Ian.
Doc, we got yours. Scalosha, we got yours as well. Ian, you are up next. Subscribe if you haven't. That's right. Drop a like. All right, Wellington fighting Cox. I feel like we've done this one before.
First off, let us know if if you have a trade deadline or not.
Or anything. I'm assuming you're here.
That
ended up doing well, have the 2 seed, pretty consistent, not super high scoring. Got lucky, have one of the lowest points against him. A little scared for the future. Happy to hear what you both think. Thanks. Yeah, absolutely, man. Again, Wellington fighting Cox here. Wow. 10th in value and you're 10-4. I'd be
Puka Nacua has been carrying you to the promised land.
And I'm on Chris Olave. It's the top 3 wide receivers and Henry recently. All right, so
honestly, Brissett.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember this team, Ian. Did another one last year. Yep, I do remember doing that. And then let's just grade this out here for you. Yeah, and let us know about the trade deadline. Kyler and CJ Schaub. Yeah, it's like a 3. Derrick Henry, Zach Charbonnet, Kyle Monunga is like a 3. Puka, Amon-Ra, Chris Olave, Keon Coleman's it's probably an 8.
Yeah,
with the top 2 guys.
Sure.
And then Harold Phantom, TJ Hawkinson is probably gonna be like a
5.
5, yeah. Bannon's been good. 12.
Wow.
Well, let's just hold on. Let's see if his trade deadline's passed. Because if it's not, we're telling this guy probably to reload. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate you, brother.
Well, I mean, he's the 2 seed right now.
What's up, NDK? Good to see you.
He's the 2 seed.
I know, but yeah, I mean, well, and you got Kyler going somewhere. We'll sell Stroud. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, did he say? Yeah, Ian, let us know if you've had your trade deadline or what. Okay, we'll just roll around it because it's a reload.
If your deadline has passed, then we'll treat this like the offseason.
It's passed.
Then this isn't when you reload.
Okay, that's 1 year reload. I'm sorry. We're gonna reload next year. You're gonna go for it this year. Next year we're gonna take it and we're gonna get this value back up a little bit.
All right, Stroud, bye-bye. Pivot. Literally anyone but Stroud.
Yeah, literally anybody. Not kidding. Okay, so this is tough.
I would hold Monunga and Charbonnet and Marks and Caleb Johnson.
It's a reload. Yeah, you have
and Caleb and Derrick Henry.
Yep, I agree. I'd hold all those running backs.
Yep. I would move Coleman and I would move Fannin for another position. Tight end, not really our focus. We want to build up elsewhere first.
Oh,
what?
It's beautiful.
Good.
Progress.
All right, third move. I'll take Godwin and Coleman, Jennings, whoever's the most valuable by the end of the season. Probably the guys that had been producing. I'll just up tier from them for guys that I trust a little more to insulate their value or to maintain their value long term. Again, you don't have really any picks over the next couple of years, so this is why we want to get ahead of the multi-year rebuild. You reload now and try to build up value now. So put you in a better position long term to avoid, again, being stuck in a rebuild for a long period of time. Hold most of your running backs to see what their situations look like after free agency. Golly, Stroud. Go get Dak, by the way, if you're going to pivot from Stroud in the offseason. That's always possible in the offseason. You know, it's pretty amazing. With Fannin,
Sid, what should I be looking for if I'm trading Henry in the offseason, or should I wait till midseason? I would hold Henry for now. Yeah. His value is going to tank at the beginning of the offseason, and he'll be worth holding. You can sell him in the middle of next season to a contender. Problem is his value is so low right now to where it's not even worth selling him, and it's not going to be worth selling him in the offseason. So I would hold Henry. You could end up contending next year if you make a lot of the good moves. So
if I were you, I'm pretty interested in Devonta Smith in the offseason. I would go ahead and get him. He's not going to gain value in the early offseason. He may, as it gets really loud in Philly with A.J. Brown. So that's kind of an interesting market play to go for. Worst case, he just maintains if there's no movement, and then he'll be productive anyways in the middle of the season. Cam Scottaboo is another guy that's pretty affordable right now because of his injury, and I would go for him. Focus on building value upside at wide receiver and running back as you look to maintain long-term success. And then hold Kyler until you see where he ends up going. Highly likely that he's going to be on another team next year. So he's a good hold. He'll probably see a value bump when he lands in a better situation. And because of that uncertainty, probably what you're going to see is if there's an announcement or it's known that Kyler is going to be moving on before the NFL draft, that means Brissett's going to be the only guy remaining there, which means you might have a small window of semi-value for Brissett where you can maybe get like a third or something. And I would go ahead and capitalize there.
Yeah.
Like on a reloading team in one of my leagues, I traded Brissett for like an early third, and I was really happy about it. Because he's never worth anything, ever. I
would say this, at any point in the offseason, if you can get a 27 first for Henry, I would do it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my breaking point there. 26s I probably wouldn't go for. So I still have my 28 picks and another second at 28 if that helps. Yeah, it's so far out that it probably doesn't help you because, you know, you're 1 year reload and that's 3 years away. So it will help you in a couple of years, but not short term. It really doesn't give you much benefit. So but definitely don't trade that first for sure. I mainly lean with like my rookie picks in Dynasty, just holding them until I'm actually contending in that year and then moving.
Is Sammy Sal on stream?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Calling out Sammy Sal. Let us know if you're on stream.
Sammy Sal. Say hey.
It's a new member.
Oh, sweet. So when I try to join the Discord, it says I need to go back to the browser to finalize after linking my account. There's nothing when I go back to the site. That's weird. Well, here, join the Discord using the link I'm going to send you, and then try to link your Discord with that.
All right, Ian, if you have any questions, let us know.
It is him? Oh, perfect. It's Sam. All right,
sweet.
Sam, welcome, man. We appreciate you. We've got you in. There we go.
Yep.
All right.
We got Skolosha.
All right, Skolosha, I know you were here earlier, but say hey in the comments if you're here. That way you can ask any questions. We can put you up on the screen. You can give us any context that we need for this one, but I want to make sure that we're taking care of here. We appreciate you getting a blue P. We'll give you a free free trade question here as well. But we'll do this one. Then we got Cruz, Doc, and Insab both all have questions for us, and then we'll Doc, you're going to be on deck for the blueprints. So.
All right, Tank for Tua. Says, what's the team looking like after a reload? I secured the 101 and will be taking Love, wondering what I should do with my other picks and what my holes are. I'm thinking QB and tight end. Any off-season moves, targets to contend next year. All right, let's grade this out.
All right.
We got Lawrence McCarthy, and that's it at QB. That is a 3 tops.
Yep.
Jency, Tootin. It's just Jency. I'll give you a 4 there.
Yep. Chase, Tet, Marv, Hunter, Addison, 8.
8.
And then Theo Johnson, Luke Musgrave is 3. 2, whatever.
Okay. You have 3 firsts in 2026 as well. So nice. A lot of wide receivers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You sound like the count. 1, 2, 3.
Oh man, not a lot of QB value. You're right, but you do have 3 firsts. We will probably go well-rounded CCO, or not well-rounded. Sorry, wide receiver factory CCO. You have enough pick value here to work with.
I think so too.
Get yourself into contention status.
Yeah, you got plenty of picks here. Alrighty, and thank you, man. He said he'll try to make some move. People are skittish in this league. Yeah, you just have to wait them out sometimes. But yeah, just keep waiting them out. So yeah, I see you guys talking about the Michigan stuff. That's freaking nuts, man. It's nuts, and it's sad. It really is sad. So definitely, we're not going to speculate because we have to say we have to say allegedly for everything, but. It's crazy. I don't know what they're gonna do, and
they're in big trouble.
They're in big trouble, and it sucks for the people involved too. My gosh, very, very sad. Oh, I appreciate you, Sam. Yeah, glad that worked. All right, he said, "Hey guys, what's up, Skulish? The trade deadline has passed, by the way, and the other 2 firsts I have, those will both be late. Those guys made the playoffs. Perfect. That's fine.
All right, so probably would look at shopping those 2 late firsts to try to move up in the draft, or move them for individual young assets.
That's probably your
some flashes.
number 1 move on this team by far, in my opinion, is moving those firsts. I would be doing it now or in January. Yeah. And obviously the other move here is I think you can still get something from McCarthy. He just had a 3 touchdown game. I think he still has some value, and I would take what you can get for him. Yeah, very little value, but you can still get something for him.
So yeah, that 26 first up tier move. We're gonna take Addison and we'll pivot off of him for a guy in that range. Actually, Hunter's a pretty good target there, but I think I'll have you go get like a Scattaboo, or even like a Waddle or a Devonta Smith, same price range as Addison at the moment. And then third move. Well, it used to be McCarthy for anything, but he's not worth anything.
Okay, so you're holding him.
I mean, you can't get anything.
Get Troy Franklin for him. I mean,
where's he at?
Zach Charbonnet.
I'd take Quentin Johnston.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still moving him. Like,
I mean, if you could get Tua for JJ McCarthy, I would much rather have Tua.
Yeah. Michigan alum. Michigan's fine. Go get Kalen DeBoer. Oh, yeah, they're fine. Just go get Kalen DeBoer from Alabama. That'll work. Definitely not a pipe dream.
Maybe if someone's a downer on Bryce, like Bryce has looked way better than McCarthy, I would now go look for Bryce. I'll give you Bryce as a QB target. I'll give you Tua as another one. Again, I know QB is a worry for you, and I understand that. I wouldn't break the bank and move one of your top cornerstone wide receivers or running backs for a top quarterback. I would kind of just continue to fade the position a little bit and then worry about it last.
What's your pick this year?
I would look,
because he says he has the 201, which begs the question. Oh,
yeah, he has a 101.
He has. I didn't.
Yeah, I would look to down. I would look to down tier from Jamar Chase if I were you, to another wide receiver that we kind of view in that premier range, plus something on top.
Don't down tier too far, because I actually.
If you want to go to like Puka Plus or CD Plus or
and he did say
Amon-Ra Plus, I'm good with any of those.
He did say, I was thinking about moving those other 2 first to 201 as well. Any targets you recommend for the first? Yeah, again, if you can package them together and move up and get an early first, like a top 3 first, I'm definitely doing that. Outside of that, individual player targets for late firsts. Scattaboo, yeah, guys like that. You know, buying low on guys. Any productive wide receivers.
Devonta Smith, Jalen Waddle.
Yep, those are perfect examples. So they're your foundational pieces. Think. You haven't learned that yet, but your kids are going to love it. I said foundational pieces.
Oh, yeah.
So they haven't learned that yet, but their kids are going to love it. How long is confetti at Indiana? Signetti. He's on like a 10-year contract. They just re-signed him, and if he makes it to the semifinals, they have to give him another deal, make him top 3. I think right now he's 4th, so they would give him another deal. So he's at Indiana until he retires. He said that, and Jabbar says, "Come on, Avery's favorite in the Kalshi odds. Those Kalshi odds, it's perfect prediction." So Cignetti's retiring at Indiana. He said he was retiring at Indiana, like point blank, said it word for word. Cignetti's not going anywhere. That's also, like, I laugh at people who think he's gonna leave.
Yeah.
He loves IU. It's awesome. We love him.
All right. Do you have any questions on this, man?
Yeah. What questions do you have? Yeah, I did see you had the lowest max points for as well. I was making that connection. I just didn't think so because you were 6 and 8, but you sure do. And good thing. This league's very balanced. So you ended up getting the 101. This is one of the best teams I've ever seen get the 101. Legit.
Yeah. Congrats.
This is awesome. Yeah, dude, Michigan's freaking basketball team is crazy. Michigan doesn't compete for championships in the football department. They won one 2 years ago. What are we talking about? They absolutely do. Even though they probably won't now, but they definitely did. Indiana got the harder side of the bracket. I actually don't think so. I would definitely not like to be with Georgia and...
I definitely prefer our side of the bracket.
Yeah, I don't think so at all.
Not saying it's easy. I'm just saying.
How did Cincinnati not appear like this till age 64? Because he didn't leave Alabama to go get start his head coaching thing until he was like, I think 50. He didn't go to Elon, I think, or IU Pennsylvania until he was like 50. So he's beast. He's a beast.
All right, we got some start sits.
He says, I think I'm good. It's time to get to work and make some moves. Appreciate you guys. Now, I appreciate you, man. We'll give you a couple trade questions here. Make sure you ask us if you have any great trade questions on any of this stuff. So, yeah. Yep. All right, we got some questions here before Doc's team review coming up. I got the link down below. We've got about an hour and a half before the game starts, and so we've got a little bit. Got the Indiana football natty, Michigan basketball natty parlay, 5 to win 1K. That's pretty sick. That's a good parlay. Hashtag never daunted. That's right, baby. Best weekend of our lives. And I can say that because Nathan got married on a Monday. Scroll down for me here for Cruz. Cruz, what's up, man? You've got to fill that. Open up flex spots for me. Okay, scroll over. If Adams doesn't play, I would start Addison. Or Shakir, sorry. And then Addison. Those are my two backups. I probably wouldn't start Chuba over any of these guys. But this is how I would have it too, Cruz. Appreciate you. Doc, what's up, brother? Long time no chat. He says, been tough to catch you live lately. There are 3 flexes here, not 4 of them. Perfect. Running back, first running back spot we're looking at here. Yeah, you've got the Panthers running backs, Bofa. You've got Vidal. Hey, you've got Joe Mixon. You have Tony Pollard come off of a really good game. You've got Swifty. I'd probably say Swifty is the safest guy here. Even though Swift does have a tough matchup this week and he's been splitting carries, I think we're still going to have him ranked well above everybody else in that range. So, and then going down here, I think he's got tight end spot here. Kittle.
Yep.
And then 3 flexes here, not 4. But yeah, it says 3. We're good. Okay, now we get into the wide receivers. So let's go look at the wide receivers here.
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, that was a joke.
Oh boy.
Not really.
All right. Well, we got Rico. You got to go Rico and Chuba.
I think you go Tony Pollard. I think you put Pollard in.
Rico, Chuba, and Pollard.
Yeah, I think that's what you have to do.
Yep.
Rip. Yeah, start Rico, Chuba, and Pollard.
I was joking about Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, or Dowdle, Chuba Hubbard, and Pollard. Dowdle. And Pollard. Better than Ty Felton. He's at the front. Yeah, that's where I'd go, buddy. We got your team review up here in a second. So good luck, man. Starting the running backs. Hopefully you get some touchdown. McMillan activated from IR. Oh, really?
Oh, wow. That's a surprise.
Interesting. I'll be interested to see how they utilize him.
He'll be playing tonight, too. Dang.
Zach asked if we know anything about Waymon Jordan. Waymon Jordan's my guy. He's my dude. I freaking love him. He's my guy this year. If I had to pick one my guy running back, it's Waymon Jordan. And yeah, JUCO player of the year last year. I know he's been out some this year, but when he's played, I mean, he's legit ridiculous. So yeah, I love him. Doc says it's one too many flexes. Okay, if you have to cut one out, I would probably say if you have to cut one out between Rico, Chuba, and Tony Pollard, I mean, I think I'm probably cutting out one of the Panthers running backs, and I think I'm probably doing Rico because Chuba's been getting more volume there.
That's a coin flip for me. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I would cut Pollard. Pollard has had the 128-point game against Cleveland on 25 carries. They play San Fran this week. Before his 28-point game, he had 5, 8, 5, 7, and 6.
All right.
12 and 6
yeah, so
points.
we'll cut Pollard there, and we'll go Rico and Chuba.
To me, that's the one outlier game for Pollard. You're looking at 25 carries that 1 week compared to 10, 11, 10, 11, and 10 the weeks before.
Yeah.
So they are also playing Cleveland. And Cleveland's defense is good, but they were actually in kind of a shootout in that game. Whereas for San Fran, it's like San Fran's just way better. They're probably not going to be in a game script to give the ball to Tony Pollard a ton.
Yeah.
It sucks. None of those starts are exciting at all.
No, they're not.
An early first for Saquon. How early? If it's top 3, take the top 3 pick. If it's not, then hold Saquon.
Yep, I agree.
Yep.
Yeah. That's conditional. I think Nick's on here too, so we're good.
We got Doc Gambit's team up next. Here we go.
Nick did say, so the team said they would do this this season. It's to pick 102. Yep.
Yeah, 100%.
Take the 102. Yep. You're taking it, Nikki. Appreciate you, dude.
So Doc's Reloaders is our team name here. We got the 101.
Nice.
This is a 0.2 point per rush league. Wow. Staring at a likely 2-year rebuild. What would you do with all my picks? Consolidate with trade ups in the draft. Look for 27 picks. Thanks. Much love.
Yeah, this looks like
depends on where those picks are. If that first pick is the 101, then like you can't trade up from that.
Scroll
obviously.
Down for me here, Scott.
I would like to see where that second one is.
Yeah, this is clearly a domain league. I know most of these guys. So
Quarter something. So I would like to know where Quarters is.
check that one, Scott. Where's that pick? The quarter team quarterback.
9-5 playoff team, late first. So we'll probably look to move that.
Okay, let's grade it out here. It's a domain league. It looks like, so it's probably domain rules. 3 and 11. Start by grading at your position. Goes to your Purdy and Murray's a 4. RJ Harvey, Caleb Johnson, Braylon Allen is a 3, or maybe a 2. Lad, BTJ, Jaden Reed, Jalen Knoll is a 5, and then Brock Bowers is 10. Doc's Reloaders, you've got 1, 2 picks this year, and then how many 27 firsts does he have? I can't see that, Scott.
1.
127
I would go
first.
hard rebuild here.
Yeah, you're gonna change your name to Doc's Rebuilders here.
Yep.
Hard
Which
rebuild.
He knew.
Rebuild content.
He said.
Yeah, he's being optimistic.
Yeah.
I know. We did see the Chris Bell news, Obsidiac. That sucks, man. That sucks.
Yeah, big sad. All right. As the rookie draft approaches, start shopping the 101 for potential down tiers. Look for proven cornerstone assets plus. See if you can get an overpay there for Jeremiah Love eventually. I wouldn't do it now. That's why it's in the comments. I'm not going to have it as an official move now. We're not close enough to the draft. We are going to take he who must not be named, though, and we are 100% going other position for him. Tight end is not a priority of ours. This is a point per carry league, 0.2 points per carry. So we want to be careful with the moves that we're making at running back. Probably don't want to move off of RJ Harvey because of that. Lab McConkey and BTJ. Feel like you got to hold BTJ. Lab McConkey, I don't think you have to not move Lab McConkey. There are other guys in the value range of Lab that I would prefer. I would much prefer Garrett Wilson over Lab McConkey in the same range. Brock Purdy and Kyler are good guys to hold at QB. Looking at any relevant depth pieces at your other positions here, I mean, yeah, we're going to go 26 first is going to be your other move where we're going to move it probably for a proven asset. That's your late first. You could also, I'll add that in the comments as well. You could also look at moving up in the draft with your late 26 first.
Mm-hmm.
That's another option if you can't get a guy that you really like. That's a proven player. Travis Hunter, I think, is a pretty good market play at the moment. Luther Burden, I think, is another pretty good market play. 27 rookie picks I'm going to give you as a target here. Garrett Wilson is another receiver that I'm a pretty big fan of you going for at the moment. And then Brock Bowers, when we're moving Brock Bowers, let's go for Omari and Hampton in a point per carry format. In a point per carry format, Omari and Hampton I much prefer over Brock Bowers in a vacuum. And with this being a half point tight end premium, people will still value Bowers because of the premium, as they should. Give me Hampton. Give me Hampton.
Yep, same.
So Omari and Hampton, Garrett Wilson, Travis Hunter, and 27 rookie picks will be your targets here. Make sure you're targeting assets that have yet to reach their value ceiling when you're trading in the offseason.
Breaking Signetti in Michigan. JK Avery don't croak right. I'm serious. You literally could not fool that. I don't think people understand. Take it from the IU season ticket holder. He is not big and prominent IU donor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's not leaving.
He's not leaving.
I think it's actually really interesting. This is a really interesting conversation to have long term, but there is no longer a massive incentive for really successful college coaches to make the move to the NFL. No. It's no longer an upgrade.
It's not.
It's not. They get paid just as much at the college level.
Sometimes
and
more.
They essentially operate like franchises.
Yeah, they have
because they have $40 million to pay whoever they want. So.
Doc says the volume of late round picks I have is curious about. Can't make all of them, I don't think. I mean, yeah, I agree with you. In fact, I would sell every single one of your seconds and every single one of your thirds. That's my 2 cents. It's what I would do. Be smart with those moves. But yeah, shop every one of them, man. Give them to somebody who wants the picks. You shouldn't be making seconds this year, in my opinion. But, you know, those are minor moves. So we're going to focus on the bigger moves for the blueprint. But yeah, like, I mean, I agree with you in the sense that, like, you should be moving a lot of those. So I know, H. Chase. What's up? Good to see you. Telling you, you can't fool me with that one, though. CKC's cooking spaghetti while listening to us. It's a peak in life. That's awesome.
Nice.
Spaghetti's good.
All right. Appreciate you, Doc.
Doc, any more questions, buddy? Give him a free trade question for me, please. I cook the spaghetti. Dun, 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 dun.
All right. Image has a start sit.
You can't pick Waymond if you don't get a second round pick. What if he goes in the first, Zach? Wink. All right, Image. Hey, Krampus Cuff, we got you as well. You're good. I think it's Zach. Zach, you're good, man. We got you tonight. All right, start sit here from Image. At quarterback, you got Love, Pickett, Milroe, and Jaden Daniels. Well, I know who you're starting there. Jordan Love, please. You've got Genty and Travion Henderson. I'm going to start Genty. What was the... They had a bye last week. Never mind. That's why I was like, why didn't I look at that? Okay, looking here. Woofy woof. Let's start Ibuka. And you said Chim DK is the other guy you're considering if you have, Chim DK's playing the 49ers. Not a bad matchup. Who are the Chargers playing? London, obviously.
The Chiefs. Yeah. I would go DK.
All right. Yeah, Chim DK. Yeah. And then in your flex spot, I think you have to go Travion Henderson here.
Yep. Is that or Bam Knight?
Yep. You pretty much, yeah. That's how I would do it, Image. Appreciate you. Image says, I think I messed up my picks, but yeah, Andrew's going to take me down this week. I mean, yeah, it could be worse, but yeah, your wide receiver 2 spot's going to be your tough one there. So,
all right, we got Sammy up next. Sammy's a new member. Welcome in, man.
Yeah, welcome, Sammy. We appreciate it. I know you're here, dude. So say hey again.
Hey, can you let us know if your trade deadline is passed, or if you have a trade deadline?
That'd be good. What's up, Bolo, me boy? This has got the 102, 104 in one of my leagues. Going to try to trade back and get some 27 first. Honestly, though, the 102 and 104 are great picks this year. It's the ones past the 104 that are bad. So don't sell for low on that. Like those are good picks. If you make them, it's fine. Would you rather play Georgia or Ohio State if you're Indiana? I think Georgia. I'd rather play Georgia. I don't think Georgia's defense is Georgia defense of most years this year. Ohio State's defense is better.
Here's my thing. I would rather play whatever team we haven't played because I think it's really hard to beat an opponent twice.
See,
I really don't want to play Ohio State a second time, and I really don't want to play Oregon a second time. Those are the two teams that I'm the most scared of.
No deadline on this one. Awesome. Appreciate you, Sam. Yeah, I do want to say this about it's hard to beat a team twice. Teams that play twice, typically the team that won the first time, 70% of the time they win the second time as well. That's actually kind of a myth. Believe it or not. Fun fact, Avery's fun fact of the day. It's kind of a myth. Now, I do think Ohio State will be tough
Well,
to beat
it
twice just because they're
didn't
so
happen
good.
with Bama and Georgia this year.
I just don't think it has anything to do with. I just don't think it will have anything to do with the fact
What
that
about
we're playing
3
them
times?
twice. That is also a thing for basketball in conference, and same deal. Because a lot of times teams play twice during the regular season, once in the conference tournament. But it's that thing is overplayed. It's more so I don't want to play Ohio State because they're really good.
Is it are those college metrics or are those across the board? Because like NFL, I would love to see the NFL metrics, but there's so much parity.
I don't know. We'll have to do some research on that. I forget what that was actually for. College football.
Because for college, like, yeah, that I feel like that's really skewed by teams that play each other twice, and you have a team that's like levels above the other team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it's about 60-40 in college football.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. And it's probably a lot closer for the teams that are like top notch.
I would say it's,
like between Ohio State and IU, I would be peeing my pants if we have to play Ohio State again.
We're going to play Ohio State again.
I know.
And it's going to be tough. Now we don't have freaking Stephen Daly. Brick! Makes me so mad, dude.
Yeah.
All right, Sam, here we go, buddy. We appreciate you. T-Mac and Fries. We got you at 5th here. You're 16-12. Looks like you're going to be in the playoffs. You got a solid squad here. This is a 10-team start, 10 PPR, half point, 10 premium. It looks like it's a super flex. Can I get a guarantee on that?
Yep.
All right. Caleb Williams, Jackson Dart, and Dak Prescott.
Nice.
That's really good. That's
like
an 8. Yeah. Genty, Barkley, Henry, 2. I'm going to get a 6. Maybe 7. 6 or 7. 6. Tet, Marv, Olave, Smitty, Burden, Pearsall, down. Nice depth, Godwin.
Probably another.
It's a 7.5.
7.
Yeah. And then
Fannon's a 4 or 5.
Yeah, give him a 4 there for Fannin. Nice, well-rounded team here. 10 gets in reload. Very good. I like this.
Rounded CCO.
You're right on there with like dual QB type deal too. I love this. I love this roster. Lots of moves we can make too. I think the most obvious one's the quarterback position here. You've got 3 quarterbacks you can start every given week. I'd like to make that 2.
Yeah, we're gonna move Caleb for another position.
Yeah, I think Dart and Prescott is a great QB tandem in Dynasty. Great. It's like Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
Very reasonable pricing too. Yeah. As a contender, there's going to be a reload that should be interested in Marv. I would be moving Marv for a more productive asset right now as a contender. Because again, with there being no deadline, your 2025 season has not ended in terms of moves that you can make. So we're also going to take your wide receiver depth here. We're going to take Pearsall Downs and Godwin. And we're going to up tier there.
He said, yeah, I traded May and Allen. Jeez. Well, it worked out because you've built a really good team with lots of solid depth here. It's a 10-team start 10, though, so it's only start 100 league. We might even make an up tier at wide receiver here.
So the teams out of the playoffs in your league here are Buck and Burrows. Buck and Burrows has a Javonte. I would try to get Javonte. He also has A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown's going to be very affordable. And I also think A.J. Brown has a pretty solid rest of season schedule. Even though you have Devonta Smith, I would go ahead and try to get A.J. Brown because I would rather start A.J. Brown than Devonta Smith rest of the season. A.J. Brown. Javonte. Some other guys on the teams that did not make the playoffs. Josh Jacobs is down there. Josh Jacobs is a good target. Oh my gosh. That's a gift. Literally a gift. Devontae Adams on the bottom team in your league. So
Merry Christmas.
Jacobs, Javonte, A.J. Brown, Adams. Also on the bottom team in your league is Chase Brown, who you should be going for. And then see how much it would cost to get Trey McBride from that team. See if you could tell him that you want to up tier from Fannin to Trey McBride and try to sell him on Harold Fannin. Compared to Trey McBride.
Harold Fannin just stopped 25 points. Don't you want that?
Yeah.
Take my Harold Fannin.
Just say you want a little more guaranteed rest of season production, even though Harold Fannin's value upside is really high.
I'm heralding my Fannin right now. The chat's talking about Omar Cooper right now. We talked about him in our wide receiver video today. We love him.
That is literally like a perfect storm for you.
Yeah,
that bottom team in your league. Yeah, Jacobs, Javonte, AJ Brown, Adams. Honestly, I didn't even give you a guy that's value equivalent to Caleb Williams if you're going to be moving off of him, or Marv. If you are going to move either of those guys, which you do have as recommendations, some guys that you could go for include, but are not limited to, running back options. Bucky Irving right now. I like Bucky Irving. Another guy would be, oh man, Bucky Irving, dude. Yes.
Yep.
Nico Collins is another option. If you could move Caleb Williams, you could try for Rashee Rice, but yeah, that's what I'd be going for there. So maximize your flex spot upside as your wide receiver and flex spot upside as much as possible. Heading into the playoffs.
Really solid team, though. I mean,
yep.
I love it.
You have any questions on this, man? You could look into a Genty pivot as well.
Give him another free trade question for us, Scotty. You've got another one because you just signed up. We appreciate you, man. Welcome. But yeah, let us know what questions you have. We can answer them here for you real quick. Solid team. Good luck in the playoffs, too. It's pretty sick. I got some stingy league mates, but I like the suggestion. Yeah, I mean, that happens. And, the other thing to keep in mind is, some of these moves, you're going to have to be flexible on some of the move ideas and just pivot to value adjacent guys, but also, like, you'll have the offseason to make moves as well, and they'll come around. So.
Omar Cooper. Where do you think he ends up going when it's all said and done? Early, mid, late second?
Somewhere in there.
The NFL draft?
Somewhere in there, I think. I think it's possible he goes in the third, and I hate that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think it's possible.
All right, CTE All-Star.
I hope he goes in the second.
Got to start sit.
So did I mess up on the Allen trade? I don't think you did. No. I don't think you did at all. No, your team's fine. Your team's really good, so.
All right, how's this lineup looking? Isaiah Likely is your tight end option. Let's click on that. Literally anyone not named Isaiah Likely. Oh my gosh. Is there somebody on waivers that you could plug in instead of Isaiah Likely? Like, I'm serious.
You know what's really, really freaking funny is I hope Cooper goes in the first, man. That'd be sick.
I don't know. They are playing Cincinnati, so I guess
that's
it's
what
whatever.
people are really
not
plugging him
not
in
not Laporta, by the way. Laporta's hurt.
Yeah, I was a joke.
Avery was joking, so put Likely back in there.
Let's look at his wide receivers here real quick.
Let's look at the flex.
Actually, yeah.
That'll tell us everything.
No, I'm not starting Mike Evans. No.
All right. Yeah, you got this.
You're good. That's good. I like it. Appreciate you.
All right, Willis, I am quarterback. Brissett, it is. Daniels is inactive, and Brissett's a great start right now.
Like just general caveat of information here, just for stuffs. I would not start Isaiah Likely this week if I were you guys. Just my 2 cents.
FYI.
Just my 2 cents. I know because he's had 2 12-point games in a row is why we're starting him. His snap share hasn't gone up. He's gotten a couple more targets, but in one game he had 95 yards because he had a big play, and the other one he had a touchdown. So
yep,
I get it, but that's not
there. I have Isaiah Likely is up there in the tier of Justin Fields.
Thanks. Sean's telling me I haven't set my lineups yet. Yeah, I need to probably freaking do that, don't I?
So your flex here is going to be between Marks, Devin Neal, any other wide receiver options here. Can you scroll over? Jacoby Myers is a flex option. It's between Myers, Neal, and Marks. I probably feel the best about Marks with no Nick Chubb. Appreciate you, Willis. Good luck in your playoff matchup this week. All right, we got Krampus.
All right, Krampus, say hey in the comments, man. We appreciate you, dude.
He says, struggle with injuries, looking at you, Lamar, and obviously needs a down tier at QB at some point in the offseason. First year after a startup, learning a lot about my first start.
Sorry, Miss Jackson. Tell me if this is Superflex.
Has your trade deadline passed?
Yeah, let us know. You're 5-9. You are by far first in value in this league. And it's because of your quarterbacks here. We'll grade this out. 10 at quarterback. Quinshawn Judkins, Trey Benson, Jalen Warren is going to be like a 4. Tat McMillan, Zay Flowers, Xavier Worthy, Quentin Johnson, Alec Hyman is going to be like a 5, and then Aranda Gadsden, Mark Andrews is going to be like a 5 as well. Yep. Perfect. Dual elite QB here. Rebuild contend.
Yeah.
Yeah, rebuild contend. We don't get that one very often, but that truly is your build here.
Yep.
Yes, super flex. Yes, the deadline is bye. So.
Or maybe not a 1 year, or we would choose between a 1 year value.
Yeah.
Technically, we would probably go 1 year.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Are you hoping you play IU in the national championship, Doc, because you think you'd win, or because you think it'd be a good game? I have to judge the ball knowing here because
must be doing the judging.
You want IU because like anybody who wants IU at this point is out of their mind.
Okay.
Unless it's just for the entertainment.
Krampus, I'm going to be totally honest with you here. Lamar's going to be really tough to move in the offseason because he already has dipped in value quite a bit because of how underwhelming he's been this year. You're going to have to down tier from May. Just FYI. Probably not going to want to move Lamar this offseason. I would just wait until next year when he's kind of back to his normal uninjured self.
I just think Indiana's a great story. Indiana's also the best team in college football, but yeah, it's a great story. Great story that we're the best.
2 guys that I would be pivoting from, actually 3 guys, Zay Flowers, Worthy, and Quentin Johnson. Honestly, QJ's lost a lot of value at this point. You can just hold him, but Flowers and Worthy, I'd be pivoting off of both of those guys for players in the same value range that I think have higher value upside.
It is a unique team, I will say that.
Then Gadsden, I just don't care about tight end on your team right now since we're not really looking to contend or planning on contending in 2026. So Gadsden and Andrews, I would be moving both of those guys for another position.
Yeah.
Jalen Warren is somebody else that I would be moving also.
I appreciate
FYI, shop Jalen Warren, see if you can get an overpay in the early offseason, assuming your deadline is passed. But yeah, as far as like Charbonnet is concerned, I would hold Charbonnet until at least free agency to see if his situation changes and what that will look like. He has a good chance to increase in value significantly if he's expected to be the top guy there between March and April. Targets here when we're down tiering from Drake May. I like down tiering to Burrow. I like down tiering to Dart when we're going down in that tier.
Yeah, I like
that. Try to sell your Burrow owner on him retiring. Send him a link to that press conference, please. And get a fat metric ton on top of Joe Burrow when you're down tiering from Drake May.
Mm-hmm. I'd be green with that. He said the wide receiver guys for picks, like 1-for-1 swaps. Not 1-for-1 swaps, not picks. Because you'd probably be getting late first for those guys, but we'd be shooting 1-to-1 swaps. And we gave you some examples of guys like that on the blueprint. Who did you give him for the pivots from those wide receivers?
What? Flowers and Worthy.
Flowers and Worthy.
I haven't done targets yet.
Okay, yeah, we'll give you those targets now.
So Travis Hunter would be one of them.
Yeah.
Travis Hunter is right around the Worthy, or right around the Flowers price range.
I mean, Devontae Smith's got to be in there somewhere.
Devontae Smith, Waddle also.
Waddle, yeah. Yep. Any of those guys. Guys that have a more clear path to production.
Yeah, and then a running back that we like in that range right now who has some offseason value upside is going to be a Kenneth Walker or a Cam Scattaboo, whichever one you can get for a more fair price.
More fair.
I honestly would try to go for Walker. Walker's got one of those like benefit of the doubt tags just constantly attached to him, and there's nothing we can do about it, but we can play the market because of it constantly with him. So Drake May down tier, Zay Flowers, Xavier Worthy, Pivot, Rhonda Gadsden, Mark Andrews, other position, Burrow, Walker, Travis Hunter, Jalen Waddle. Again, make sure you're getting an absolute haul on top of Burrow when down tiering from May. Don't trade May unless you are getting a significant return on top. By significant return, I mean cornerstone level, top 15 level wide receiver is what you want to be going for there. So, you have any questions on that, Sammy?
Yeah, what questions do you have? We can go ahead and just answer them now. We'll give you another free trade question here. That way, if you have questions later on with trades, you can just submit them to us. But
sorry, not Sammy. I was stuck on the last one. This is Zach. Sorry, Zach.
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
Miss Jackson.
Sorry, Miss Jackson. And Christian Watson or Keenan Allen?
For a start,
Yeah.
Christian Watson for sure.
Watson or Addison?
They both have touchdown upside. Probably Addison. Better matchup.
Thank you. I gotta win in that league because I gotta face you.
I don't feel good about any of them. Wait, you're playing me?
No, if I win, I played you.
In what league? The team league. Hashtag beat Nathan.
Kyle's projected to beat me by how many?
Kyle has a good team.
Holy crap!
Kyle
He's projected by 20.
Kyle has a really
but
good
he
team
has
that league.
Lamb, Andrews, Adams, and Higgins. They're
Oh
all
my
questionable.
gosh!
Woo! If I get upset Kyle, it'd make him so
Wow.
mad. He says they're bottom of the QB tier that you would go like a hard stop at some guy. For the down tier, potentially, yeah.
Probably Dart.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
You could flirt with Knicks.
and Caleb, you could technically see what you could get there.
Yeah.
That's like, but you're getting to our range there. So,
Yep.
all right. H Chase has a trade question for us here. Dynasty Superflex 8 teams starting us. It's a shallow league. Yeah. An early first. Where's the first at, H Chase? Where's the first at? Let me know in the comments. Let's see where that first at, and then I think I'd be good doing this outside of that. So.
Well, as long as that's early, again, early being 101 to 103, then we'll call it fair. Just mark it as fair, Scott, if it's early. He said top 3. If it's top 3, that's fine. Good with that. I'm good with that move. Yep. Fair. All right, Big Trout.
Thunder Chief, we got you, man. Have you guys been saving these vouchers?
So the flexes. Yeah. Just scroll down.
Yeah, go open the flex spots. How do you guys still have all these?
I mean,
who is that guy? Hold on. Who was that at tight end? Open tight end again. Jay.
I don't know.
I've never even seen that guy. Who is that, chat? All right, between Loveland, let's go down. Yeah, let's look at this. Look, Quint Allen, hey. Scroll over. Rome probably not playing. No, he's right.
You got it right.
You've got your lineup correct. You're good, Big Trout.
Yep, you accidentally clicked on Pacheco. Go back to Loveland. He's on the far right. Yep.
Holy smokes, that's funny.
All right, 121 Luke.
All right, let's open up all these real quick. Let's just open up his flex spot. He's good there. Open up his flex spot.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Baker's
good.
a good start.
1, 2, 3. Tracy's the only guy we'd consider there.
Maybe Tracy over Higgins. Actually, I'd probably go Tracy over Higgins.
Yes, I would too. Tracy over Higgins at the bottom.
Yep.
No. No.
No.
No, it's fine. Go to the bottom. Go to Higgins. Do Javonte Williams. There you go.
No. That's Hampton.
No.
No.
Go to the bottom now. Go to the very bottom. Very bottom.
The very bottom.
No,
Hampton.
Hampton. At the bottom.
Hampton.
We did it.
All right.
That one's good. Appreciate you, Luke. All right, HA's got another trade for us here. This is Egbuka, Judkins, and a first for Bijan and... I probably wouldn't do this.
Well, how early is that pick?
Yeah,
if it's top 3, no.
But even if it's mid, I'm like... I don't love it. Egbuka and Bijan are not technically... Well...
They should be.
They should be. They should be. But Quinshon and BTJ pretty much cancel, right?
Yeah.
And so it's a first and a Buka for Bijan.
Quinchon and BTG data don't cancel.
If that's the 106 or later, I'm doing this.
Plummeted. So
yeah. Wait, what? Seriously? He's that low?
Yeah, he's very far behind Quinchon.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really wonderful.
Okay.
Really wonderful.
Cool.
So what are you saying? Hold?
Well, it depends on where the first is. He's here. Where's that first at, Chase?
We'll come back to this one. 2 Beast 49.
Yeah. Drake London?
No.
Hold. He said he wanted to do JT and Jefferson for that combo of guys. No.
No.
Yeah, where's the first? Where's the first? Where's
All
first?
right. P. Smith, start sit.
All right. So at QB, we've got what?
No.
Hold. Don't make that trade. All right. Lawrence or Purdy? Lawrence. Sorry. Purdy. Titans.
Yeah, we'll go Purdy for sure.
Yeah. So change Lawrence out to Purdy. Perfect. And then flex
We'll
spot.
just keep this as is.
Yeah, it's fine. Flex spot here. Mark's ladder 1. Jennings.
Or Pity.
Yeah,
When in doubt, I like to default to the running backs.
I don't know.
Lad is so up and down, and Herbert's hurt, and Herbert looks hurt. I'd probably go Marks here.
Okay. Mark's is always hurt.
Well, he's not right now. Chubb is.
Yeah, but he gets hurt every game though. Like legit leaves every game. All right. Yep, that one's good. Appreciate you. Isaac's up next. Just a flex spot here for Isaac. Oh, running back 2.
Hampton.
Quinchon.
I like that.
And then probably Ham.
I would go
Terry probably.
Terry or Harvey.
I'd probably say Terry. We're doing the Terry Giants game here.
Yeah.
All right, then another trade here from A. Chase.
No.
That's not that much better.
No, it's the same. It's not any better. No.
So.
Buka and Bijan are in the same tier, and Javonte is lesser than BTJ.
All right. Thunder Chief, the Doge analyst here. Started 0-3. You guys did a live review. Kept making big trades at the right times. Feedback from y'all's content and 1 out. What?
Woo!
Oh my gosh.
Let's go, dude.
That's crazy. Man, there's still a really good team in this league, but you 1 out. That's nuts, dude.
Congrats.
Just going to listen to Drive. I'll try to answer questions you have any. Peep the trades. I need to see if you can see them. Will you open up the trades for me, Scotty? Click on his team and open up the trades. Doge analyst number 2. Yeah, it's not showing. Dang it. I wish I could look, dude. Curse this site not working. All right. Perfect. Is this a super flex? It's a 10-team start 10. Probably super flex. PPR. So a little bit more of a shallow league, but Mahomes, Nixon.
Oh, I'm not crazy. Mason just told the dev team that he's getting signed out and signed back in too.
Yeah, no, you're not crazy.
All right. Moves. Oh, wait. We have to grade first. Did you grade? Mahomes, Bo, Shador, McCarthy, Shuck. 10 team, 8. Bucky, Henderson, Quinchon, Chase Brown. Probably another 8. London, Rashid, Tet, Lad, Hunter. Hey, guess what that's going to be?
Probably an 8.
Another 8. Tyler Warren. Oh, hey, guess what that's going to be?
Probably an 8.
8.
Quadruple 8s here for a well-rounded contend, reload.
Oh!
Hold on. I just got to step in because I can't listen. Doc, yeah, I know you're a Georgia fan. So I love how I hope they make a run, but they haven't proven anything in the playoffs yet. Newsflash, nobody's proven anything in the playoffs. They haven't happened yet.
Hey, Thunder.
If we're talking about this year.
Thunder, do you have a trade deadline?
Oh, yeah, let us know. If you're talking about this year, IU has been objectively better resume-wise than Georgia has, by far. Georgia has worse losses than IU. IU hasn't lost, and IU has much better wins. I'm not saying IU's like guaranteed to win the championship, but don't act like they're not the best team in the country right now. Come on. Look, Georgia has shown us a lot of bad this year with the good that they've had. They've been real bad at times too. And IU has not lost a game, and IU has better wins. So, boom, we're done.
Okay, so he did ask specifically in the comments.
Okay.
He said, "What moves would you make for this team in the offseason?"
Okay, so this is
deadline probably passed.
He's still a well-rounded team, though. Yeah, he's driving too, so I don't want him. I don't want him to.
Don't text him.
I don't want him to blueprint and drive.
So Lad, I would pivot off of Lad in the offseason.
Yeah.
What do we do with Chase Brown in the offseason?
Don't do that to me. As a running back 4.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
it's not bad to just hold him.
Yeah.
So
I would probably pivot from Quinshawn in the offseason.
I wouldn't. Well. Okay, I will. No, I'll step in and say that. I don't think Cignetti is a better coach than Smart, but I think Smart, Day, and Cignetti are the 3 best coaches in the country.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say he's better than Smart's won 2 championships. Like, so you can't say that yet. But
yeah,
Cignetti, I think. But Cignetti definitely. Here's the thing: if you give Kurt Cignetti Georgia's roster the last couple of years, Cignetti would have won just as many championships. So I think in terms of getting. I mean, like the blue chip ratio between Georgia and IU is drastically different. I think in terms of pure coaching, Cignetti's absolutely there. He is doing a lot more with a lot less right now. So, but you know, it's that you're kind of, you know, you really can't make that comparison. Cignetti's not been high major that long. So, but no, I don't think I would say that.
What are we doing with Tyler Warren?
Kirby Smart's the best coach
in Huh?
Probably selling
him. Yeah. Are we down tiering from him in this situation, or are we just kind of gonna go another position and then see what we can get later?
He's got depth at every other position here. I don't think you technically. I wonder if you could.
I would consider up tiering from Quinshawn and Chase Brown.
Oh, well, that's not where I was gonna go. You could do that. I would do Henderson and
Chase Brown. Okay. Sure.
I was gonna say up tier from Warren. And he did say the trade deadline is passed.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do a Henderson pivot. We'll hold on to Judkins. You honestly could shop both if you wanted to, but then we'll do Warren and Chase Brown and we'll up tier. And we'll look for McBridle. What did you say? Huh?
I didn't think I said anything.
I
said I would potentially recommend an up tier from Warren.
Yeah.
Okay,
Warren, Chase
that's
Brown
what I said. Yeah. And I said I would shop both.
When we're pivoting off of Lad, I really like Garrett Wilson as an offseason target before they go draft a QB, potentially, aka maybe probably kind of sort of Fernando. And then I'll give you some. If we're pivoting from Travion Henderson, okay, first off, Hampton and Henderson, according to market, are like right by each other.
Bye-bye.
Which I think is insane. If you have to pay your lone 26 second on top of Henderson to get Hampton, please do that. And then a lower guy that I think has some pretty decent value upside is like a Luther Burden. So Hampton, Garrett Wilson, Burden, and Trey McBridle. Comments on this team. I mean, you already have a really solid team. You're looking to make a championship run in the playoffs here. You've got your first round bye. Your offseason focus is to get this team to elite value. Just get this team to be better and better and better. Get so many value wins that you don't know what to do with yourself. I mean, you've already done a phenomenal job at it. I would look into maybe down tiering from Bo Nix to like Dak to get another upgrade at running back or wide receiver.
Yeah.
But that's your goal. That's your challenge. I challenge you to get this team to an elite value.
I mean, you can get there. We'll open up the top team. That team is 2-12.
Golly, a lot of picks.
That team's not near as good as yours, even with the picks. Those, especially if those are late. Who cares?
Yep. Yeah, those are pretty much. Those are the moves I got for you.
It's already a good team.
Watch Devin Neal's value closely in the offseason.
Yep, I agree. In the meantime, freaking go win the thing, man. I think you've got as good a shot as anybody.
Yep. Good luck winning your league. And congrats on all the moves you made to really, I mean, get this team from a really, really tough start to a top contender by far. So
we appreciate you, man. I just gave you another free trade question there, so if you have any, you can just go ahead and submit it to us. But appreciate you a ton, dude. If you have questions, let us know. I love Indiana. There have been lots of flash in the pan teams and coaches, though. Sustaining is a different beast.
I'm sorry.
Level. I'm sorry that you're losing your ball nowhere card here. Like, people said that about IU last year. Nobody ranked them this year, and they're the #1 team in the country. It's coaching. It's not a flash in the pan. If you watch them and look at, like,
did they start unranked this year, or were they like 21?
Like, he's done it with 2 different quarterbacks too. Like, this is, I'm sorry, like, you can't do this. This is not a good take. You have to just trust us. We spend. I've been at every game.
Also, the flash in the pan teams historically.
He's a great
Again, this is
coach.
pre-NIL. This is very sustainable. This is very sustainable with the money that
and he
IU
just said
has.
the NIL has major help Signetti and Indiana. There are more chances.
Correct. There you go.
Well, but here's the thing, though.
Well,
it has helped.
There are more chances.
There
for
was
more
no
teams,
NIL last
but again,
year.
But the
Signetti did what he did
NIL
without NIL last year.
The NIL majorly helping Signetti and Indiana. Is that going away?
Yeah, no, it's not.
No,
there are more chances for more teams. I agree with.
Yes,
but
that's
correct. Also why this isn't. It's not a flash in the pan because they got a bunch. It's not like IU has like out the butt money. IU's not outspending any of the SEC schools for the most part.
Yeah,
Signetti's a top 3 coach in America. Deal with it. It's not a flash in the pan. Not a flash in the pan. Come on.
Wide receiver for Jake. Are we going Tet or Ibuka? I lean Tet.
The NIL did kill the SEC. They're broke. Smells like broke in here.
I would lean Tet here.
Yeah.
And then your flex, probably going to be a running back. You're deciding between Diggs, ETN, Fan, and Ibuka. You got to go with the running back here. Go with Tet, or go with ETN. He should have a good week. He's playing the Jets D. Appreciate you, man.
Indiana, talk about NIL. IU has like the 30th ranked recruiting class.
Yeah, why are
and like the 30th ranked portal class? Like, and they're doing it with that. Like, come on.
Starts at Judkins, Scary Terry, current flex starts. Well, I mean, hang on. So, can you click on one of the flex options?
You gotta start Michael Wilson.
You have to start Michael Wilson. Yeah.
Oh, that's who you're switching out?
That's who.
You're doing Judkins and Michael Wilson instead of Quinchon and Michael Wilson?
I don't know. I have the matchups pulled up.
I don't think Doc is trolling.
Cleveland's playing the Bears. So, again, they all have good matchups. Actually, Michael Wilson has the toughest matchup. They play Houston.
Yeah.
But you have to start him if Marv doesn't play. If Marv doesn't play, you have to start him. Are you playing Quinchon or Terry?
Probably Quinchon.
All right, Quinchon it is.
I don't think Doc's trolling because he's saying reasonable things, but I think he's blinded by his SEC Georgia crap. Like
blinded.
And it's fine. I'm literally just trying to inform you.
My brother has bought into the SEC lies too. He's like, I don't know. I'm really worried about
Oklahoma.
Those SEC teams. I'm like, gosh. Brother, are you serious?
Alabama looked terrible. Any makes a run of the playoffs, I will listen to sustainability. If they lose the first game, they're not losing the first game. Trust me, they're not losing the first game. They should beat Ohio State. They're not losing to Oklahoma and Alabama. Trust me.
All right.
Is the survey for the free trade question done on the top 0.2%? No, just submit it. We haven't sent the trade questions out though yet. We're doing that soon. SEC fans are delusional. See, I don't know. See, Doc is like one of the less delusional SEC fans I've heard. He's still slightly delusional though. He's being reasonable. I'm informing him that it's not a flash in the pan. He's just being conservative where there's really no need to be conservative about Signetti and IU anymore. So, all right. We got stuff just to do. Love you guys. Appreciate you all. Love talking college football. Love talking NFL with you. Love talking rookies. It's all great. Drop a like before you leave. And just so you know,
Colts.
I am going to be in Florida starting tomorrow morning. So yeah, go Uncle Phil, man. My gosh. I'll be in Florida.
Grandpa Phil, not Uncle Phil.
It is Grandpa Phil, now frick. I'll be gone next week technically, so I probably won't get back on my messages very quickly next week. Nate will be around though. Nate's in charge. There you go. And
that's pretty good.
He will also still be live streaming next week. And we did record a video already for next week, wide receiver rookie rankings. So
get ready. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm done having the IU conversation. I can do this all day.
Yeah,
all right. Love you guys.
Are just trying to trigger.
Appreciate you. We'll see you soon.